and welcome to our high-tech lowlives. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
I am your host, W. Adam Clark. My less than fun fact is I forgot that I put up a green screen for this show. Thus, I do not have a green screen up for this show. I could probably change my light colors to green and just use the back wall. But at the moment, my light colors are in blue and yellow. So, possibly why I forgot. Anyway, we did unlock the custom hoodie last month. Today is the 1st of March. We will be doing all of the polls for the giveaway on our Sunday, 2nd of March show. However, it is a brand new month, so everybody make sure you hit that monthly March contest ticket button. And yeah, I made the button seasonal, just like I did last month. That's how you know it's a monthly thing. Cool. Okay. I don't have anything else super cool. Oh, yeah, you know what? Ari already knows this because I double-checked the address. I bought Ari a Wacom tablet. So she'll have her first drawing tablet ever in a week, which, you know, for someone who literally has a degree in fine art, I figured it was time she, you know, entered the 20th century. Anyway, that's me, and now we move on to everybody else.
Hello, my name is Jerica, Jenny Outrageous on Twitch and Twitter and Blue Sky and all that. I am playing Neon Jubilee, the rocker girl. I had a heavy nap, so I'm not on camera today, but I'm here.
Congratulations for napping. I've heard people enjoy that sort of thing.
I've been playing Monster Hunter Wilds recently.
And by recently, you mean all night long?
Streamed it last night, and then was playing some this morning for a few hours. It's very fun so far. The PC version's a bit wonky. Sometimes the textures refuse to load.
I've heard that. I saw a couple people have gone so far as to just go and buy the PS1 version and start over to avoid problems.
There's a PS1 version?
Sorry, just a PlayStation version. My brain immediately said PS1 because I'm old.
I mean, when textures don't load, it looks like a PS1 game. It's pretty funny, actually. So yeah, but no, sometimes the PC version has some issues with some stuttering, and some textures won't load sometimes. But I'm kind of working around it for the most part. Really, the big thing is that. So Monster Hunter is a weird series in that it is a series that wants you to group up with your friends and co-op with them to fight monsters. Every Monster Hunter somehow will find some way to fight you tooth and nail to be able to actually do that. They have never actually made a streamlined multiplayer experience for Monster Hunter. Like, Rise is the closest they've ever gotten.
Okay.
And in this game, it's weird because it's like they really invested in a story mode this time, so they want to like really give off a like story and cutscenes and talking and all this other stuff. And it's fine, but like it really interrupts this flow of like if you want to play with your friends. Because I was playing with some of my friends on stream last night, and it was like. You need to go and do the cutscenes, watch them, go through the dialogue, go through the expedition to find the monster, identify the monster, go back to camp. Then you need to bring your friends into a lobby system, and then from that lobby system, then invite them into your world, and then make sure they all have the same quest, and then go out and do the monster fight, and fight for 5 minutes, and then come back, and then repeat that process. Every time.
It does not need to be this hard. It does not need to be this hard.
Yeah, so like it's and from what I've heard, it's only this problem is only really the problem for the first 20 hours. for when you finish the single player part of the game and you finish the tutorial basically, and then you get in the high rank, and then it's way more streamlined in how you fight things. But yeah, Monster Hunter has always wanted you to play with your friend, but also like find so many ways to keep you from playing with your friends at all times. It's fun though. The game itself is actually really fun, and I'm enjoying the new monsters and stuff and everything. But like it's a process.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sunny. Sunburst Wolf Dog on Blue Sky and Red Note, and I'm playing Thorn the Exotic Solo. My fun fact, I guess, because my transition is being live streamed slowly twice a week. I shaved for the first time.
Yay!
That's what I got going on. My face now feels like felt. It was very soothing. I didn't expect it to be. I thought I would be sad getting rid of my whiskers, but I was not.
See, first
nice,
you felt seen, and then you felt.
Dude, shut up.
Okay.
I'm leaving your game. Sorry.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. I'd leave my game too if I could.
Hi, I'm Morgoth the Wizard. I'm playing X1R1, your resident Netrunner. And fun fact, this was brought to my attention serendipitously in another group chat we have when I was making a joke about playing basic characters, and Deuce called me out about this character. This character seems way too commonplace for me because I'm essentially playing my biological father. Hence why I'm a little bit hood, do a bunch of crime, illegal immigrant from Nicaragua.
Allegedly.
Like the way I talk,
allegedly. All of this is allegedly.
I had an accent when I was little because my dad didn't speak good English.
I got you.
So this is how I talked when I was little. And so I'm like, you know what? This is just normal for me. But yeah, that's my fun fact.
All right. Hi, folks. I'm a little bacon eater. I feel like I'm 300 years old. I eat pork, lots of pork, all the pork. And Semgepsel is great. I play the games. I play lots of games. Sometimes I win. More often I don't. And, well, quite frankly, the games are all I have. I mean,
somebody get this man a date.
Okay, no, we're not having that conversation.
We need to have that conversation. I've known you for what, 14 years? I don't think it's ever happened.
That's right. And no, we're not having that goddamn conversation.
That's right.
Anyway.
Intentional. There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, fun fact. I keep forgetting about getting the chips. So I have crackers this time.
Yay, nice.
And they're vaguely chip safe, so, that'll work. Sorry, I had something else, but you completely threw me off.
I do that.
That bastard illegitimate son of a dispossessed locust pilot. Oh,
My parents were not locust pilots. They were urban mech pilots. That was mostly for Bishop, though.
Yeah, that was mostly for Bishop, Morgan, and them, yeah.
All right. Before we go on... And this show is a show about desperate, terrible times, which will force desperate and terrible people to do desperate and terrible things. This show will contain blood, violence, sexual situations, drug use, abuse, forced or coerced situations, and likely every possible combination of those words. We do not condone these acts, but offer them as a warning, much as we do not condone our own world becoming the dystopian nightmare fuel that the game is set in. If you enjoy our other programs, but this one makes you uncomfortable and you feel you cannot watch, please do not watch. Visit our other shows and say hi, and we will not take offense to you choosing not to be here. If this program makes you feel uncomfortable, but you feel you need to watch for some reason, please continue to watch only so long as the show speaks to you, as it may be something you need to hear for some reason. As always, do not hurt yourself on our account. If this program does not make you feel uncomfortable, welcome to the dystopia of the near now. We don't have cookies, but we do have chips, and apparently also crackers. If you ever feel you have become uncomfortable, please reevaluate your viewership. This show will be immediately That's all, folks. This show will be immediately demonetized on YouTube for all of the above reasons. If you wish to contribute, please subscribing through Twitch, Streamloots, or Patreon. Consider donations to the channel. Consider buying Streamloot cards for yourself or for the community. However, please never contribute more than you can afford. Charity must begin at home, so make sure that your own home is taken care of first. We love your face more than we love your money, and we want you here for a long time, not a short profitable one. Also, when you see the image in that bottom corner there of a glass with bacon in it, that is the Bacon Just Corpsed drinking game. We do not condone playing the Bacon Just Corpsed drinking game. You may die. So, with that being said, what happened last week, fam?
I broke your economy.
Sonny made a Faustian deal. Morgoth got paid.
We made friends.
Made friends and influenced people.
It's true.
We behaved. Technically, it was good.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be a good band mom.
Yes.
Neon made friends. Neon visited friends. Morgoth danced their pants off and got money. Bacon was there.
Yeah, pretty much I was there.
And Thorn had a near miss getting laid twice, and now they're mad about it.
Yeah, a bit salty.
I mean, when you tell them that you made 30,000 eddies, they're probably not going to be as angry at you, but they're angry at you right now.
I mean, we had to go. Time was of the essence.
Something just occurred to me. You'd caught one pie, and you'd almost caught a second. But it actually occurs to me, you'd actually caught two pies, and almost caught a third.
LOL.
How would you feel if I walked up to your fucking table while you were about to win the whole pot and told you we had to leave?
You wouldn't download a pie.
I would if I could.
Me too.
Actually, hang on.
Hang
on, I gotta react. Hang on, there you go.
Fat kids, there is no way we wouldn't.
Here, I've got this there. I've been waiting to use this reaction image forever. I've had it.
Alright, here we go.
You could show that.
Yeah, that one should be shown.
Might just save that. Alright, and also, you all, while on the road, you saw a sign for a location called Silverhand Studios and said it was available for rent.
That's right, I had, in fact, completely forgotten about that bit.
That's okay, that's what I'm here for. And I'm on the wrong screen.
So, the heist with the motorcycle. Morgoth, you said that X1 needed like 2 pieces of some. What are the pieces?
One, I want to make sure we can like get the damn thing out discreetly, because we're stealing a bike. It's not really easy or small or discreet. Because we've never actually, one, seen it, two, know if we can get in and out with it. I also don't have one of the passcodes necessary, so it does involve breaking and entering. So it's potentially a sloppy job. Right now we have a ton of money. We might be able just to grease some palms and like sweet talk the dude. Also, if you want a bike from there, just speaking from experience, don't rob the store that you normally shop at. Rob someone else.
Thorn has talked to a lot of bike shops. They're not attached to this one in particular. They don't have to buy anything from here.
Well, we also could ask for like a 2-for-1. So I kind of want to go there, like see if we can get your bike and see if I can get those 2 bits of information, the code and scoping access and the ice on the bike. If not, I mean, we still got to rob this in front of a cop. We still got to grease his palms potentially too. So it might be just the easier to like bribe the guy in broad daylight. But it's worth visiting again, know what I mean?
Counterpoint. Well, it's not. I don't think the guy that like scopes out outside the place at night is a cop. I think he's just some dude that they ask to sit there. Thorn could potentially do some kind of scope out where they try to figure out what car the guy is in, and then set up some situation where the guy conveniently won't be there the night that we need to go get it. Like maybe they can just, 5 minutes before his shift is supposed to start, slash his tire so he can't get there physically or something like that.
Yeah.
At least that puzzle piece Thorn can take care of if you want to plan it out.
I just would feel bad if he's some mall cop. You know, being late to the job would suck. And then the mall cop is late to the job, and then they get robbed that one night.
That is
he's
most
getting
definitely
fired.
going to look like he's in on it.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. Then perfect. Pin it on him. They'll never suspect us.
No. Again, if he's a real son of a bitch, sure, whatever. I just want to make sure we're not screwing anyone over. That's cool.
I think
Okay.
we've already taken the money is the thing, so I feel like if we want to have morals, this is maybe something we need to talk about before we take the money for the job.
X1, you should go find who the mall cop guy is, and then do a search history on his like Reddit profile, and just see what kind of opinions he has. We'll go from there.
Or see if he's on a registry, even better.
But let's do maybe your next show first, because also doing a job before a show is a good way to get hurt and then have to go perform.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid.
Also,
solid
you
point.
might if you do a crime, you might want to lay low for a few days, and so doing a crime and then getting on a stage and singing might be the opposite of that.
You gotta time your crime and your gigs in the right order, or else you end up recording from jail, which is also a thing. Wait,
so are we jumping?
Never mind.
Are we jumping right off the stage into the V and into the crime, like we did on the very first episode?
I mean,
we could.
That could happen.
I mean, I'm just saying. I might be wrong, but that seems to be a thing.
No, if Thorn's gonna do the whole, I'll conveniently make sure the security guard isn't there that day, then they might need the whole day to figure out how to coordinate that.
Right.
When do you have to
figure
go
out
for
who the
heart
guy
surgery?
is, and then the next day I gotta go stalk his house, and then I gotta wait until he's just about to leave, and then and then.
Well, I figured again. I figured more like X1 could like search this guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, definitely, yeah. Search him. Just
We just gotta be there one day while they're closing, because he shows up 10-15 minutes before they close. I can try to get a beat then. And I mean, maybe just we time it while we're trying to buy your bike.
Yeah, I might look like an asshole coming in 10 minutes before close, but it's
Money's money.
Well, who says you got to come in 10 minutes before close?
because that's when he gets there.
No, I get that, but say
hang
you
out.
do a half an hour before. Somebody can get eyes on him as he comes in. But that's still, and that also gives you a little bit more time to do all the paperwork and crap and get your bike.
Yeah. Speaking of, is neither of these is the wrong answer. Is X1 keeping the 30 grand to themselves, or are they giving that to anybody?
So that's a lot of cash to have, or just credits on hand. I was gonna talk to the group about investing it or laundering it.
Shiny, can you send me a message on that? Because I want a little bit more information on what you're requesting there.
Also, I just want. There's
I'm
something
not
I want to
saying
just say.
I'm just saying I require further data.
Not kink shaming, just kink asking why.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What if I want to watch it?
There's also something I want to say, beforehand about Thorn and their character. I ask about money and how it's being dispersed a lot. Thorn is not greedy, and neither am I. I just have an autism numbers thing, and if I don't keep track of them constantly, I'm going to fuck up my numbers. And so I have to know what time it is and what numbers I'm working with at all times, down to a T. Otherwise, I'm gonna put a 1 where I shouldn't put a 1, or I'm gonna forget that the money's even there, or anything like that. I'm petrified of that happening to me because I have such bad dyscalculia.
We are currently, to just get everything clarified and codified, it is currently the night of Tuesday the 7th of January. because it's March and we've moved a week.
Look, I told you.
I had a plan. I did. It's okay.
Never, ever, never survives contact with the chaotic ones.
It's an old Celtic adage. How do you make the gods laugh?
What
So
if we play this heist like a mid 2000s Nickelodeon movie and just find like a big truck with sand and then just dump the sand on his car and bury it.
We find a construction worker with a thing full of dirt. We say, I will pay you 500 eddies paper cash to dump your entire load on that car right there with the guy in it. Do you think he's gonna say no?
Such a jackass prank, though. That is complete jackass.
For Neon, at the very least, since there's a gig coming up, Neon's just going to be practicing.
Got
And
it.
she's going to go into work mode and just start doing practice with the band and get things ready. So,
Cool.
So we can rehearse at my place, and while the band is rehearsing, we can discuss tactics and.
yeah, while she's doing her thing with the band, the rest of you can scope out or do whatever you need to do. And once the gig is over, then Neon can go back to relaxing and we can do some studio stuff or whatever.
Give me a composition roll, and then also a perform roll. Yeah,
Oh.
it's okay.
Get it out now while nobody's watching you, you know.
All right. So the new song you're working on still isn't ready yet, but everything that the band has been doing, regularly, the band is still ready to go. Oh, what's everybody else doing between Tuesday and Friday?
Well, let's hold off on checking out the studio until Neon's with us, but
Makes sense.
do you want to go check out the bike shop real quick and just see about your bike, Thorn?
Sure, yeah. We'll come with you on that.
And we'll just go half an hour before closing or something, yeah?
Okay.
You guys want me to go with you on that one, or are you guys good?
Well, you're the driver, unless you
I mean,
go
yeah.
for it.
Yep. No, I do need to handle the wheel and all. Gotta get in there because I'm the teamster. Yeah.
And then do we have a trailer yet or no?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so
There is something that's tiny that Thorn wants to do. I'm gonna DM Deuce.
Okay.
I think it's something they could probably just do on the way or on the way back.
either that or I am totally 100% chill on just waiting until the show is done.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Just
also
tell me how many
like
eddies that'll be and all.
pushing the timeline forward a little bit if we kind of cool our tits a little bit.
There is actually,
Yeah, don't
like-
worry about it. That's nothing.
as Thorn had something small, I also had something small, but it was revolves around that question I asked you a couple of weeks ago, Deuce.
Yep.
Were you able to get an answer for
I
that?
do have an answer.
Oh, good.
My better question was, where were you going to go to do that?
See, now, I have to be a little careful about that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me look at the map here.
While you are doing whatever it is you're doing, so the two of you go back to the bike.
Just is it going to be just you two, or do you want me to come with, or?
Well, no,
Well,
I thought it
you're
was the two of you. While Bacon is, I'm focusing on the two of you while Bacon is
right,
looking
sorry.
up whatever he's looking up.
That's all right. I just tuned out for a second. I forgot Bacon went somewhere else.
That's fine.
Also, again, before we do this, I feel like maybe the money thing might be because if they're going to actually seriously buy a bike right now.
We don't know how big the bike is. We don't know what size trailer. So we still need information. Just pretending like we're buying a bike's a good thing. And we're just going to steal both of them anyway, then we're not going to give them any money.
All right.
So my gut tells me to wait on the bike thing.
Well, you scope what you need to scope inside. I'll just talk up the ear of whoever is there until the security guy comes in 10 minutes till. And then I'll scope outside to figure out where he's sitting his ass.
when you walk into the shop.
Sir Shiny says, the next time you search a chest/body/ you find something funny/useless.
I need to fix
Squeaky
that. 'Cause that
toy
makes too
for
much
pupper.
noise. But I like that one. That was nice. Both of you give me a human perception roll.
Yay, we're both stupid.
SCI is not the strong point.
Sometimes all you need,
Me neither. High five.
Chink.
sometimes all you need is a 10. As you walk in, you see the bike shop owner that you have talked with before in the back of the shop, and he's kind of like cornered in by 3 individuals who are all wearing light armor jackets, and the back patch on the jacket has what looks like a reaper holding a blood red scythe.
Is it Grim?
No.
But one of the local gangs that have that logo. I check my gang lore. Or should we roll streetwise to see if we recognize the logo?
That is correct.
Oh, yeah, no, they're the Reapers. Whatever that means.
We're both stupid.
Well,
Let's see
you know
roll
what?
twice.
I would be worried if I knew who they were, but since I don't, fuck those guys.
Right now,
It's a normal everyday occurrence. Must be
Should we,
the.
should we roll fumble or?
right now, both of you should roll a d10 for the fumble table.
If we both roll the exact same fumble number, can we get a fate point?
We're like
Possibly.
twinsing this thing up hard.
Damn. It would have been really funny if that happened the third time.
That
Oh, Thorn
So
is.
far, so good.
that 8 is
Uh-oh.
that 8 is
Not good, no, maybe.
muy tragic.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Thorn's about to colossally fuck this up. We're gonna have to turn around and walk out the door.
I mean, let's fuck it. Let's go.
Okay.
This guy's minding his business. I'm about to mistake him for a red chromer or some shit.
I guess I'm pulling that map up. Was expecting this to just be a talkie scene, but the dice.
Oh, nope, not anymore!
The dice, they tell a story.
God damn it. I love this shit.
I mean,
I'm gonna get more water.
why do I plan sessions, chat?
Hang on, X1. You just said that carrying all that money around was dangerous. Please tell me you like stashed it in my mattress before we left.
No, he has it in his sock.
What is your fault?
He brought it with him just in case there was a good bike on sale.
No.
Yeah.
Did you really?
I don't know.
Just
I mean-
please tell me you left the
And the
30,000.
ref has his revenge because we broke the economy.
I mean,
No.
broke is a very strong word that can very easily be overstated. I'm going to temporarily just use the model of Tagger as the model for the guy what owns the shop, because we still haven't made that dude.
You two get out of here. You're not in the scene.
Yeah, but they might want to watch your murder.
I would like it if our friends are here, but that's fine. They can be here in spirit.
I can't let Neon see me fuck up this badly.
I think what you can't do and what you will do may not be quite the same thing. All right.
You want to know who I am, Neon? This is who I am. I can flawlessly execute a heist maneuver with a friend of mine and steal a dog too, but I can't walk into a shop and just talk to somebody without starting a fight.
I mean, that's life. That's what they say. All right, so you see there is only one mechanic currently in here, and that's going to be this chick here. And then over in this corner, where you can't quite see from where you are, is the guy that owns the shop. And he is surrounded by 3 thugs who have the aforementioned gang affiliation showing on their clothing. And you see him handing over a fistful of eddies to one of the gangers. Specifically, it's going to be this one here with the big old hammer. Don't worry, if you can't see him, you'll see him in a minute. And
Suspicious.
Meanwhile, the other two see you come in the door and see you trying, kind of eyeing them and trying to remember what affiliation that sign is, which means you look at them just a second or two too long and cause them to turn back to you and go, "The fuck the two of you looking at?"
Thorn, I'll let you work your magic before I get us in trouble.
Sorry, you have a... they like rub their eye. My contacts fell out on the way here. You have a design on your shirt and I couldn't read it.
Fast talk.
Well, first, okay, you don't actually have cyber eyes because that would have immediately been a bad lie if you did. But since you don't, now please give me a fast talk roll.
Do I get any bonuses for pointing at the bad black eye in my head to obviously show off that my vision is not good?
No.
Okay.
You just critically failed. You get points for nothing.
And the EDH demon was played.
Oh, was it now? Oh, that's lovely.
Was.
You guys suck. Where is fast talk? Goodness gracious! Oh my god, my skills. Ugh. There's so many.
There's so many skills.
Hang on, I gotta search. There
you go. Persuasion and fast talk.
Jeez.
Okay, you do not critically fail it. You see the three of them start heading in a general U-wardly direction, and she's going to go hide in the corner. The other guy is still hiding in the other corner, and those are motorcycles in the way. Where are the two of you standing at the moment?
We just walked in the door, so...
Yeah, I assume just
I guess I'm right here. Walk in the door, immediately stare hard at a drug deal.
Pretty much.
Well, next one, you wanted to know if these are bad people? We're about to find out.
A card was played. I apparently forgot to write the text for this card correctly. A card was played which gives you the option to do a thing, or the option to decide not to do a thing. Okay. For the remainder of this scene, should you choose to, you can roll a d6 right now and add that number to all dice rolls for the remainder of this scene. However, when the scene ends, you would then subtract that number from your humanity.
Oh, jeez.
Ride the
And
lightning.
that's your humanity, not your empathy.
Yeah, it's your humanity, not your empathy. Which means your humanity would fall. You would roll the d6, and you can add that to all die rolls for the scene. And when you're done, your humanity will be somewhere between a 44 to a 39, because it will fall 1 to 6 points, whatever you roll on the d6.
So me specifically, not...
So you specifically, right. Although, you in fact, there is in fact been a second card played. So you can play one or both, and if you choose to only play one, I will pass the other one over to X1, and Morgoth can deal with the same dilemma.
Was the second card that was played the exact same card?
Yes.
Or, okay. I mean, I don't got a lot of humanity to lose.
You could choose 0, 1, or 2 rides of the lightning of your choice.
Okay. Can I roll one and then decide after that one is rolled if I want to do the second one?
You have to decide that you are accepting one and then roll it. And then you can decide if you are accepting another one and then roll it.
Okay. Can I use my physical real life lucky dice?
You can, because all you have so far, when we were making your character, you did all of your humanity rolls using that die off the screen. So for your Aspiism and my CDOism, it seems only appropriate to let you continue to do so.
Okay. I will in fact use my tiny dice because it's my luckiest one. Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't because it's lucky, so it rolls high. Hang on.
Check swing.
No, I don't want it low either. Because if I'm gonna lose it, damn it.
I want my moderate die. I want my rolls perfectly a 3.51
Where is the middling die? Where is the die that's mid? I'll go with little. Let me see what little does for me. 2.
Okay.
That's fine.
So you have a +2
I'll
to
take
everything. And then in a moment, your humanity will drop 2 more points.
So do I want to risk doing that again? X1, are you going to be doing any of the talking, or do you just want me to handle this?
If you don't outright kill them, I'm going to remote hack them. So, like, what you just don't drop, I'm going to try to support and just lock up.
Okay. So do you want that second card, or do you not want to lose humanity for this?
I don't mind losing the humanity. I just don't think it actually helps me because I'm doing hacking stuff versus actual combat.
Well, then I will do the second one. Living on the edge. Let's go.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Tiny dice again. Give me a 3 at most. Would be preferable. Another 2.
Okay.
So, you know what? That's good. A +4 to everything.
You have a +4 to everything. And when you are done, your humanity will be a 41.
Okay.
You now permanently have a piece of cyberware on your card that says Ride the Lightning. And as we continue to do these modifiers, we'll just keep stacking them in that category.
Okay. I got a dog. My humanity raised. I literally just looked at a dude wrong and it gave me social anxiety. My humanity is lowered again.
Humanity, it ebbs and flows.
I need my social anxiety dog. Where is he? Neville.
All right.
Yeah, man.
The 3 of them look at you and...
Does that +4 get added to the persuasion and fast talk thing I already rolled, or is it already rolled and therefore it's...
Only from now on. There were other cards played that affected the thing you rolled. Although, Sir Shiny and Morgoth are what we may call carb loading this fight. So...
Maybe.
Goon with the triple barrel shotgun and 5 cyber eyes looks at Thorn and says... Why don't you 2 freaks get the fuck out of here before we decide to make an example of you?
Now that they're closer, dude, could I roll Streetwise again and try and see if I recognize who they are?
No.
No? Okay.
You don't technically have any further information than you had before. The only difference is now you're looking at their faces rather than their jackets.
Who the fuck are you?
Am I within eyeshot of the owner? Can I look at the owner and see how he's reacting to the situation, or the owner going hi?
Human perception.
Okay. +4.
+4.
So 22.
Nice. He is deathly afraid of these 3.
Afraid as in he doesn't want to be dealing with them, or afraid as in he does want to be dealing with them and them getting a temper is about to be an issue?
More, he doesn't want to be dealing with them, and them getting a temper is about to be an issue.
Oh. Do
you want to, like, kick their ass or walk away? Because I want to follow your lead.
Looks like they may be itching for a fight a little bit. Thorn kind of stretches their arms behind their back, and X1, you kind of notice they put the shock glove on.
Got it.
Give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm going to throw a squirrel card for Cyber Eyes.
+4 on that, so it wasn't a nat 1, and my stealth is good, so...
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you managed to slip the glove on without them noticing.
I know what I want to say. I'm trying to find the words for it right now.
All right.
Look, I'm just here for a little follow-up on a shopping thing I was doing. We'll be in here for maybe a few minutes and then be out of your hair. We're not looking for trouble, and we're not here to get into your business.
Narrator. Thorn was definitely looking trouble and getting all up in the business.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, I don't know if I could stare them down or something. Sorry?
Persuasion fast talk.
Okay.
Because that sounds more like a de-escalation than a face-off. If you want to go for a face-off, you need to be a little more threatening back to them in order to do so. But if
I'll
your
give them
intention
I'll
was to
give
do
them a chance to de-escalate.
Okay.
And then if they decide they want to do this the hard way, then I'll. Fate point. Do I have a fate point?
I mean, you have 3, but wouldn't it be more fun to just see what happens?
No. Or well, I mean, maybe okay. I'm gonna.
I mean, if you're angling towards a fight anyway.
No,
I mean, yes,
we're like
but
the
this is
autism Wonder Twins. We've been fucking everything up.
Okay,
I'm so down.
Can I ask you as a ref a question? If I roll a
Sunshine
fumble,
wants to
can I
set the
fate
weather
point re-roll the
thunder.
fumble specifically if it's really, really bad?
I mean, if it's really, really bad, all that's going to happen is a fight breaks out.
I know, but I want to have a chance to face down him.
Okay.
We just, please. Damn it!
Kvinnlig plan är discard. Turgång.
All right.
Well,
The big guy steps up.
hang on, wait, the fate point I'm rolling. Not as bad, hopefully.
The big guy.
I'm going for it just didn't work and not a fuck up.
The big guy steps up, looks you square in the face, and says, "You've got." Okay. You've got about 30 seconds
Kvinnlig plan är discard. Tug B.
to put whatever you brought in with you on that counter and get the fuck out of this store. What is your retort? This is the face down now.
Okay. Thorn says, I got about 30 minutes to mind my business and get my shopping done. And I strongly, strongly suggest you all stay the fuck out of our way.
Which one were you planning on hacking, Morgoth?
The big guy.
Okay. Are you saving that
Should I
for the
roll?
hacking roll, or are you using that on the first available roll? Morgoth.
No, when we get to combat. Like
Okay.
if we get to combat, but if not, fuck it.
Okay. Thorn, give me a showdown, please.
Just gonna make this a +5 before I. Real quick. Where is my show? I was just looking at. There it is. Jeez Louise. No! Fate point! Fate point! Fate point!
And that's why you saved your fate point.
The dice want
Holy-
your ass.
The die want violence! The die want violence today! There! Jesus Christ! 23! Screw you! Oh my god!
I rolled a crit success.
So I rolled the number higher, but he rolled a crit success. Did I lose?
So here's the narrative. Ready?
Mhm.
You can feel as his eyes burn into you, as he stares directly at you with his cold, dead, black on black cybernetic eyes. You feel like you want to back down. You feel like you want to step away and give him the lane. And you realize that in this situation, that would be very bad. So you just mentally, all of that recovery, all of that regaining of empathy and becoming human that you've been experiencing this week, you realize in that moment that maybe you do need to just remain a bit more of a psychotic killer, and some of that humanity just fades away. And that explains the ride the lightning penalty. But
Like that.
because you only passed because of the ride the lightning bonus.
Nice shit.
So
Ooh.
there's the narrative for it. You were going to lose. You were going to lose and have to back down. And then you went, or I can just become a killer again. And then you just kind of like, as you started to turn away, you kind of just pull back up and you're like, no.
The Baba Yaga.
Yes, exactly. And that is going to be initiative rolls for the two of you, if you don't mind.
Let's see, combat mode. Boop.
Why didn't it do it all day? That was weird.
We had that problem the other week. I still haven't fixed it. I still haven't figured out
do
how to
I
fix it.
do I get that +4 for my initiative too, or no? Or is the scene like over now?
No. The scene is
Essentially.
the entire time you're here, and I did not specify. Therefore, all die rolls. This is in fact a die
Okay.
roll.
So I have to add my combat sense to that, so that's 17, and then +4 to make it 20, 21.
To make it yes.
To make it yes, I go first. Fuck you guys.
I mean,
I did nerf the big.
Solo. You nerfed him, but that is about to not matter. Because watch this. So, Thorn, what do you do? You're going first.
So this guy. So what weapons do each of them have?
They are repped appropriately. This guy's got a big old maul. This guy's got a triple barrel shotgun. And this chick has cybernetic punchers and probably also a pistol somewhere.
So you are the most dangerous to the civilians in this shop. That means you're gonna die first. Do I run up on him or do I pull the bow out? Because I like the bow, and I kept the bow because I like having a ranged option, but also every fucking time I've fired this bow, it's missed. And it's really annoying.
Charge him.
You are better at punching than bowing. And you do have a new punchy toy to play with.
Okay, wait, second, it's follow-up question. What armor are each of them wearing? Are they covered down here? Do they have head armor? Or are they like just raw dogging their heads at the moment?
This guy and this chick have head armor, cybernetic subdermals. This guy, you're not as sure. But none of them are
The
wearing
guy with the
helmets.
gun, I'm not as sure?
The guy with the gun, you're not as sure. Morgoth, did you... Perfect timing? Yourself? Okay.
Good job.
All right.
See, I could do a targeted headshot from a distance and -4. Or I could run up on this dude as my first action and then attack him, which is also -4.
Charge him with the shotgun, or with the shotgun guy. Like, that guy will be pretty much taken care of, hopefully, and then you'll face down with melee combatants. Unless that chick pulls out a gun.
Also, remember that because you want a face down with the big guy, he technically has a -2 against you. Okay. So your -4 effectively only becomes a -2 because you have a -4 and he has a -2.
Okay. Then I'm gonna rush him. I'll rush big gun motherfucker.
Okay.
I'll just kind of do my fast, and then.
All right. Are you planning on using Wolvers or Shocklove? Because you have to decide before you swing, because they are two entirely different hands with two entirely different effects.
Right. So if I hit with the glove, will he get knocked out immediately?
He could.
Like if it connects?
If he fails to save.
Because I want this guy down now. And so I'm trying to figure out, am I more likely to just get him down with the glove by stunning him, or am I more likely to kill him in one swipe?
I mean...
Is it about equal?
The dice, they tell a story. Either one could happen.
I got support. If he has to make a saving throw, fuck him.
I'm rolling this because I'm torn.
Okay. No, you're Thorn.
Alright, I'm going shock glove.
Okay.
Which I don't have in my weapons, but... I'm guessing it's like a brawling?
Yeah. Just roll a brawling.
Okay. So... One moment. So he has a -2 against me already?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now my roll is a net -1. Boop. Damn! I don't give a fuck where I'm connecting. I just want to connect.
This guy didn't have the
-2.
This guy had the -2.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
regardless, that makes it only a
-3,
which is a 19. And his brawling to defend himself is going to be
Not enough.
not nearly enough. Roll me 2d6 damage.
Ow! That still hurts a lot! Fuck, dude!
Well,
He's armored, probably.
he had armor. However, you do manage to... He is injured. He then has to make a body type save, which, thanks to Morgoth, he will critically fail.
Hell yeah! Get
So
down.
he is zapped.
Okay. Good. Stay down.
Mog, are you okay with me modifying the last card that you played for thematic reasons? Meanwhile, X1, you're up.
Hey, hacking the big guy.
All right,
I assume interface, yeah?
that is correct. You can tell that he is shielded, but you can also tell that he is not shielded enough.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna have him...
You can attempt to affect his vision because he has 2 cyber eyes. So you can try to blind him. Or you can try to make his muscular myomer implants seize.
Let's have his muscles...
Or
let's wait.
you can try to affect his neural net processor.
Like, could I overload it or just, like, affect it?
Basically, you just throw a bunch of white noise into it that is going to make it very hard for him to utilize any of his cybernetics, which would give him a penalty in attacking, but he will still be able to function, but he's getting static from everything, and also his muscles are acting somewhat staticky, but they will still function. Or you can specifically shut down his eyes, or you can specifically make every muscle in his body all seize up at the same time.
Let's lock him up. Muscle option.
All right, go for it.
Interface again?
Give me another interface, and I will roll.
And this is his critical fail for me, the hacking the first guy that I hacked, the big guy.
He is prone, at least for this turn.
So,
Get fucked.
and if no one, that's my entire turn. Yeah.
Yep, that is definitely your entire turn. And
Grouch arrives.
I was doing that for a reason. And it's not the best reason. Let's see if he can shake out. He does not. She is going to attack Thorn. So give me a brawl roll to try to avoid her attack.
Plus 4. So 25.
She comes in just slightly high. You're able to duck under the shot and avoid her attack. Meanwhile, outside, Grouch, you are just about getting ready. You see a bunch of movement through the shop window, and you are just about ready to get out of the truck and go in and try to help the crew, when you see down at the end of the block what looks like a heavily cybernetically armored double wolvered female wearing a crisscrossed bandoliers of grenades and just pulling and lobbing as she's running down the street in your direction. What do you do?
Is that a cyber psycho?
Yes.
Oh no. Just get back in the van, man.
I get to
It's
ride
not
the
worth
lightning,
it.
apparently.
I mean, you have options for 2 of them. But are you going to back down the street? Are you going to ride forward and, try to speed bump her? Are you going to, get out and arm wrestle her as a show of dominance? What is your intention?
Crazy bitch lobbing grenades all over the place.
Well, not all over the place, mostly to the left and to the right. Not so much behind or in the middle of the street.
Of course, the bad thing is I'm not rigged right now.
You could be.
It would probably take me a little bit too long to get to rig.
Oh, no. It's almost nothing at all. Barely an inconvenience. I mean, all you have to do is connect the cable. You're done.
Rig, accelerate, run over the crazy.
Okay.
Oh, God.
You have 2 Ride the Lightning cards.
2 of them, huh?
One, I'm going to give you a unique opportunity. One
Oh, this ought to be good.
is a Ride the Lightning card, as earlier described.
Right?
Thorn, you should have 1 wound level right now, and a card was just played, so now you have no wound level. Because you have 1 wound level because there was a fatigue card played last week.
Okay.
But that's now gone.
The adrenaline out straight up just finishes an awful wound that was about to heal.
The first one would be a normal humanity check, Ride the Lightning.
Right.
The other one won't be any humanity law.
But I get a feeling I'm not going to like where this goes. Go on.
However, if you take that option, you will have to make a body type check to see if your heart can take it, and the modifier to the check is the number that you roll. But you won't lose any permanent humanity loss.
I'll take the first one. But screw you on the second one. I'm not risking another goddamn heart attack.
Okie doke. Give me a d6, sir.
All of it.
That is a 6. Okay. You have a +6 to all rolls for the remainder of this scene, sir.
Yep.
And you are jacked in and rigging.
Yep. So accelerate into the crazy, trying to run crazy right over and
Always-
prevent further property damage.
Just like a skid, always steer into the crazy.
Yep.
I am going to need you to give me a driving check modified by your vehicle's end, which is 5, +2 for rigging, which makes 7, +6 more because of your Ride the Lightning. So a driving check with a +13, sir.
Nice.
All right, here comes the baseline.
No!
And that is a critical fail, sir.
Do you want to use a fate point, Bacon? You don't want to get fucked up with a cyber cycle right now, dude. You're alone.
Do you want to use your only fate point, sir?
I'll vote for you.
You have just been given a fate point from chat. Would you like to use your second fate point, sir?
Yes, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Please re-roll. Don't worry. We're just going to go back to the bike shop, scope it out for a minute. Everything
Nice.
will be fine.
What is with the
33
fucking
all
boundary
told.
today?
All right. 33. I will do... And she critically fails her brawling roll. So, this is what happens. She is standing in the middle of the street, throwing grenades left, throwing grenades right. The shot kind of focuses on her, like from the front, and then kind of turn the camera. You see the camera turn so that you're seeing her kind of from the side. And then as the camera finishes turning all the way around, which I'm not going to do because then the mic won't pick me up. When the camera comes from full front to full behind, you see that coming down the street at her at full fucking speed is a Hummer with a ram plate on the front. You have a 33 to hit her critical failure.
Nice. Finally, a nat one that's actually working for us. Jeez.
With a
That's been enough.
kill it with fire and a harm's way played on the damage. Bacon, would you mind? Oh, and also remember, this is still a die roll. Would you please roll me 12d6 plus 6?
Jesus Christ. That'll do it.
Okay. 50 points of damage.
Splat.
Her armor of 35 means that she will take 15 wounds. 4, 8, 12, 15.
It's that scene in RoboCop where they run over the mutated guy.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yep.
Except rather than going splat, you just hear a sickening crunch as the armored vehicle hits her, which throws her forward. But of course, she will fly at a slightly slower speed than the speed that the vehicle is traveling, because the vehicle is continuing momentum, where an airborne body decreases in momentum. So the vehicle smacks right into her, and you hear a crunch of the internal armored skeleton and the body plating. As the body flies back, the torso flying further than the legs, causing the body to be at a slight angle, which means as the vehicle then catches back up to her, the bottom of the ram plate is at about the knee level, which kind of pushes her down, kind of folds her like a fitted sheet. Just like
Ow.
Turned but messy. And you hear again another sickening crunch as the front of her chest and head hit the ram plate, bouncing the body under the vehicle. And then you feel the sensation that you can only describe to be equivalent to hitting a steel speed bump at 35 miles an hour. The entire vehicle just woof, 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 as you feel the front axle pop over the speed bump, and then the back axle pop over the speed bump.
Is she alive?
What do you do, Bacon?
Hit reverse.
In fact,
Double tap.
yeah.
Okay.
No. We making sure.
All right. Give me a vehicular double tap. Give me a driving check with your plus 13 that you currently have. Chat agrees with the double tap.
No. Disregard. Because I accidentally hit it twice.
Man.
The bear 6 came up first.
That would have been so funny.
Still a 32. Trust me.
It's a 32, guys.
She is dead. You back over, boom, 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 again, stopping the Hummer, seeing her body laying in the middle of the street in front of you while they're fighting in the shop directly to your left. And it's at that moment, because, sir, you critically failed, I need you to make me...
Wait, when did I critically fail?
You spent a fate point to re-roll.
Oh, yes.
That does not change the fact that you, in fact, rolled a critical failure.
Right.
Okay.
You need a BT roll.
Correct.
6 or less.
You need to roll under a 6. I am going to say that for this roll, your plus 6 does not apply.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I was going to
play
say,
-1.
because you said the second Ride the Lightning would have affected, and I
Correct.
said no to that.
Correct. And that's, however, you would have been making 2 checks right now if you had taken that. If you had taken that deal. That was a very quick cyber psycho.
Wait, who played the -1 earlier?
Just
That's a
give me
-1
roll.
for your body type check.
Yeah. That's a -1 to this roll, which technically is a +1 effectively because you're trying to roll low.
And it refreshed, so now you have a -2.
No, that doesn't work that way. Filibustering
Well,
is not allowed.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I will give that one back.
adding dice to it, so I do have a -2 on the roll.
There you go. Which means you have to be under a target number of 8 effectively on your die roll.
So 7 or less is okay.
Correct.
I'll vote for you. I'll vote for you for another fate point.
I'm using the 1 fate point I have.
It's a damn good thing you got a freebie.
Please don't explode your heart while we're not here.
That's better.
Can the dice relax? Can they just relax today? What the fuck?
Dear dice, fucking chill. Okay.
Nah, they go ham.
You
Jesus Christ.
and Noctis just gave you a fate point. So you're back to, so you're back to your emergency life support fate point. Backing over, looking at the body in the street, realizing that you moved very, very quickly. Maybe a little bit too quickly.
Having a little bit of tub hairs moment.
Maybe this is a little bit of a problem. And you just reflexively pull the vehicle jack out. And yeah, just immediately just try to give a couple quick slams just to try to make sure that everything's still pumping.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Give me a D3, and that is how many levels of injury you have from your near-miss heart attack. 2. There you go.
Still in light.
Still in light. Nobody will even know.
Well, that's bullshit. Strider's gonna find out, and I'm screwed.
As you now begin backing the truck back into the parking space.
Oh, right, we were fighting in the bike shop.
Yeah.
We were negotiating.
Okay. So that's that. And now back into the bike shop. This chick is going to come around the corner real quick. She braces around the corner, shooting twice at the thug, missing both times, and just kind of stays hidden in the corner. Meanwhile, this guy gets a dose of coward speed, literally, and will run into his office. And then it's the Maelstrom guy who is unconscious, and then we're back to Thorn.
So he's unconscious,
Finish
he's
them.
prone, she's swinging.
Yeah.
I mean, she was 2 seconds ago. She's about to not be.
She swung at me and missed, and I love to think that I just kind of my back is facing her, and I just kind of scooted over. Could I make a brawling roll to try and grab her arm and straight up throw her over me?
Yeah.
Like at this wall over here?
I'll allow that.
Sick. +4 is 22, so I just grab her arm and just or attempt to.
Shiny, who is that going to protect? Brawling of 18 plus your what was your total?
She had she's got +4 going.
Doesn't matter.
Enough.
Yeah.
Enough is what it was.
Oh.
Okay. You basically, as she swings, you duck under it, grab the extended arm, pick her up, slam her into the shelf, and she appears dazed for a moment.
Cool. While she's dazed, I might try and hook and tase her too.
We'll worry about that. Worry about that next turn. X1, what do you got?
Oh, is that that was my first thing? Do I not get a second thing?
Go for it.
Okay. Because I have that +4, so this is just basically a flat roll for my second thing.
That's
That's enough. That should be enough.
Nice.
She is not out, but she does have a -4 to reflex because she's, doing the electric shuffle.
Hang on. Boop. I don't know if that would even be enough to ablate any armor, but...
Probably not. But X1, what do you got?
Big guy is still locked up because of me, yeah?
Correct.
Can I prolong the locked upness, or should I move into hacking the neural network or eyeballs?
No, you can keep locking that down. Give me another interface roll.
Okay, lockdown continue.
Okie doke. That will be his difficulty to try to get up, which is unlikely. That, or he would need to break line of sight, which he can't do because he can't move. She is going to get to her feet and head this way.
Uh-oh.
And then just keep on going.
Oh, okay. Fine. Coward.
No, I'm going to keep an eye on her.
You'd have to go outside to do that because she's going to be running down the street.
Nah, my job's locking up the big guy right now.
Okay, doke. Grouch, you see somebody break through the door and go sprinting.
Car, round 2!
Well, this would be someone on a sidewalk. That's an entirely different set of rules.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah.
I mean,
So somebody-
we've all played Crazy Taxi, but
Yeah, no. See, crap. Grab my, at this point, the super heavy and start rolling in and see. Because I don't know if this guy is a. Yeah, obviously, I don't know who what. So.
okay. We will say you make it to there. I think that's reasonable. And not doing nothing, not doing nothing. A 17 is insufficient to beat your 21 interface roll. So
Nice.
he is still not moving. Thorn, you're up.
Was she able to get far out the door?
You don't know. You just know that she is out the door.
Because I'm thinking about would I in character know whether somebody in this situation getting away is bad?
Well, here's the question. Unless you're going to be murdering both of these two, somebody's going to live to tell the tale anyway. So, in that case, unless you're planning on murdering all three of them, somebody surviving is not any worse than what's going to happen with these two eventually anyway.
Okay. Well, then I'm thinking about just marking this guy up, because Thorn likes to leave a parting gift
Okay?
when somebody fucks with them. You said he has head armor?
Yeah. Like subdermal head armor. Like pieces of cybernetic plating have been fused to his skull and then the skin put back on top of it.
Because I was thinking either scratch his face with my Wolver or bite his neck with the teeth.
I mean,
And I'm
both
trying to
work.
figure out which one is more likely to break the skin without actually, like... Because I don't really want to do much more than
He's
than
not
serious at worst.
capable of moving. You can control your depth pretty easily. He's effectively a fully restrained target because his body can't move.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm restraining him so you can like kill him, and I'll be verbal about that too.
Oof. I'm gonna grab his hair, yank his head back a little bit so that his neck is exposed, and go in for a bite.
Okay. It's not so much hair as it is, giant
Oh,
metal studs, but it still works. Okay.
So this would be a called shot to the head.
So are you trying to kill him?
No.
Okay. If you're trying to mark him, you succeed in marking him. If you're trying to kill him, he is currently subdued, so it's a coup de grace. It will just work.
I just want to mark him.
Okay.
I've chosen non-lethal and I'm sticking with it.
Fair enough.
So this
Okay.
would be
You don't
What?
need to roll. He can't move. You
Okay,
can't miss
cool.
because he can't move.
So let's see. 2d6 for the damage on the teeth.
Are you okay?
no?
Let's just say it's 1 point because if you're rolling damage, remember the damage will double.
Okay.
So that's why we're saying we're just going for a mark, and it's just going to be. 1
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to leave a nasty bite mark in his neck. That's so I didn't.
We're allowed to we're allowed to power of the narrative some things. Not everything requires dice, especially because these
Okay.
motherfucking dice don't play by the rules.
I'm just trying to play by the rules. I'm sorry.
You try to play by the rules, you will roll 2d6 and somehow roll a 37 and murder him. So, because the dice are bloodthirsty.
I grab him by the spike, yank his head back into the side a little, and just leave the nastiest fucking bite right into his neck.
Okay.
And make sure to wait until he bleeds, and then just let go, put him down, and just.
All right. X1.
I'm gonna quickly pop out and see if I can hack the chick that's running.
All right. To do that, you will have to release your hack on the big guy.
That's fine. I'll be like, take care of him. I gotta make sure
Okay.
she doesn't go snitch on us.
All right.
I got it. You go. You go get her.
Give me a.
Neon's jealous of the guy getting bit.
That's first. Roll me an awareness notice, and we'll see how you do there.
Good.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Maybe, just maybe, I have a guardian angel looking out for me. Mysterious stranger.
Problem is she's not attacking anyone, so that card can't proc as intended.
Oh. Well, no worries. Just in case, because I will be...
Are you trying to kill her?
Yeah.
Okay, then something happens and she dies.
Awesome.
Something mysterious happens and she dies.
Sir Shiny has
Awesome.
purchased 20.
You don't even see it. You just come out there and she's dead.
Yep. Bring the body back inside.
For some reason, there was a grenade laying on the sidewalk that, and as she comes running by, she's like, "Why is there a grenade on the BAM?" And so that was her. And okay, and you're like, "Yeah, one less problem." Start walking inside.
Right. Awesome.
Grouch.
I mean, this guy's still technically incapacitated at this point. So,
Yeah, both
I mean,
of them are.
It's not even really any.
Whoops.
I mean, he might get up in a sec. The Thorn's got that.
Situation in the building seems to be under control.
Yeah.
Where's the one that I saw running in here suddenly? Did they go back out?
The one that you saw running in here?
I think...
Yeah, you said I saw somebody running into the building.
You saw somebody run out of the building and down the street.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, I gotta go back out to the car and now I gotta see if I can find this guy.
Okay.
She's dead. She's dead.
You start heading out the door, and you look at X1, who looks at you and goes, "It's not my fault. It wasn't my grenade."
A magic divine angelic grenade, I swear.
And I just holster the super heavy. Right. What the ever-loving fuck did we just walk into, Choom?
Thorn, you're up.
The hell's going on?
Okay. All right.
While
Gaston-
completely gliding over the fact that I almost had another freaking heart attack.
Okay, yeah. A combat round is 2 seconds, which means you haven't even had a chance to say any of that yet, because you ran outside and you heard, "It wasn't my grenade, it's not my fault." And that takes 2 seconds. So you haven't even gotten to say anything yet.
Right.
Thorn, you're up.
Right.
2 second, 3 second rounds. 3 second rounds.
So he's still on the ground, and I have a feeling he's about to get back up.
Quite likely.
Cool. If what I'm about to do is about to stun him, tell me, because I got a finishing move. But Thorn's gonna try and brawl, shock him to, make him pass out.
Okay.
God damn. So +4, that's 27 to beat.
Oh. The animations make me nervous.
Well, no, he wasn't trying to beat you because he can't. I was just rolling for the shock effect for his body type check because
right.
to see if he passes out or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Thorn takes their foot, flips him so that he's on his back looking at them, and then just goes, "Nice note. If you want to act like you're better than freaks, stop losing to them." And just square in the chest and shocks him and makes him pass out.
Okay. Both of them are on the ground unconscious.
Yay!
Do we have any reason for this combat to continue?
Nah, fuck 'em.
Cool. Out of initiative. Everybody start talking.
Thorn takes a big deep breath and just lets the adrenaline out like a smoke cloud.
I'm going to grab the body so we're not just leaving it in the street, especially identification mark. And then I want to talk to the owner to see what kind of 3-body discount we can get.
Okay.
I mean...
I see X1 dragging a body in, and I'm like, oh, how did you do that?
It's magic.
In the meantime, I'll start folding up the Cyber Psycho to take to Grim.
Nice.
Because why not?
I look at Grouch.
I also
nothing.
Not a damn thing. Also, the car definitely needs a wash. Seriously. What the hell?
Grouch, give me a luck roll.
Oh.
Oh, this is going to suck. Nope.
Oddly enough,
I don't know how that works anymore.
Oddly enough, your difficulty was a 5. As you get the body folded into the back seat of the Humvee,
Yeah.
you see a Max Tac AV4
Oh, God.
coming into the area.
Oh shit.
What do you do?
Unfold the cyber psycho, put it back down on the ground,
I mean,
and then get
yeah.
on my knees.
Well, there are two options here. You got the
Okay.
door closed
Oh,
before they were in the area. That's what the luck check was.
okay.
So, you can either be like, hey, here's the body, self-defense, honest. Or you can try to roll out before they have situational awareness of what's happening on the street.
Just go. We'll find you later.
You know,
Yeah,
we're fine.
It's okay.
Time to, yeah, okay. We roll out. We pray for surf.
We might have new bikes.
My +6 to everything is gone now, right?
It will be after you successfully leave this area. Technically, it's still
Okay.
in effect because you are still in this scene. It's just they got added
Right.
to this scene. So I will say that you still have it for purposes of trying to drive away casually so that you do not draw the attention of Max Tac. And I
Right.
would say that is a social role because you're not testing your driving, you're testing your ability to look calm.
But I still get the +6.
+7 now.
+7 now. So many cards played. It's been an hour.
There's so many critical things played. There's fucking 8 nat ones in this one scene and 2 other criticals. Jesus.
Very exciting.
In this case, when it comes to cyber psychos, I think it's reduce, recycle, and reuse. Yeah,
All right,
plus
so I
8.
spent
Yep.
Maybe
Okay.
Thorn's right.
Oh,
Maybe
God,
an
that was almost a
Edge runner
one.
isn't.
Oh,
Wait, hang on.
Animation.
Wait, Jenny, what'd you say?
Maybe Thorn's right. Maybe being an edge runner is too complicated. And just stick to singing.
That was mostly just for the die part. Yeah. Okay, net 23. Yeah, 23 versus a 20. You know, whistling slightly, turn, leave, as you hear the booming megaphone of Max Tac above you in the intersection, and everyone in the bike shop hears this as well.
NCPD, Max Tac. Everyone, back away from the street.
And you see
Shit.
a holographic line appear on the ground, which is basically about 20 feet by 20 feet, which is like a single neon line, and a marquee scroll around the outside of that neon line, also in a neon hologram that says "Police line, do not cross," just hovering in midair as you see 4 heavily kitted, full conversion SWAT officers drop out of the AV4.
Does it look like they're coming into the bike shop or just the street?
At the moment, it looks like they're just in the street.
Well, just to be safe, like X1, just to be safe, you see the cops saying anything, you feel an arm around your waist. Thorn literally picks you up and brings you over here, like around the back of. Not measuring. Can I move? The bike. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we hide. I got you.
And just brings you around here,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then just gets you down to scope out to make sure the police are not coming in here.
Well, let's see if the owner will let us in the office, no?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Hide in the office. I'll be there in a second.
Yeah. I know there's a wall there, Foundry. Let me go.
You're right. I swear we can go through.
All right. Hide in the office. I'll be back in a minute. And you hear by the front door.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, officers. Good weather we're having today, isn't it?
Excuse me, citizen. Did you see what happened? We got a cyber-psycho alert.
I mean, barely. Like, all I saw was there was some grenades going off, and then there was like an altercation outside. These two came running in to try to get away from the grenades, and I guess caught a shock wave or something, and just kind of fell over. You see one of the officers walk over. Actually, you don't, because you're in the office. Hunkered down. The camera sees one of these 9-foot tall super soldiers walk over, pick up the heavily cybered ganger by the top of his skull, just like this, and turn the head.
Facial recognition match. Wanted.
And then just offhand flings him through the front of the door.
Phenomenal.
Where one of the other cops grabs him and starts and just whoop over the shoulder and starts pulling him towards the AV.
All right.
Facial recognition. Outstanding warrants.
Thump.
Get fucked.
Awesome.
I mean, that's a good way to do some cleanup right there. Have the government do it for you.
Thank you very much. Have a great day, guys.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Thorn listens to all this through the door with their special ears, and as soon as he hears them waving off the cops, they just go, and they still have like an arm around X1's waist, and they notice that, and they just, you okay?
I give him a hug.
We didn't.
And then as soon as consent of contact is given, Thorn like picks him up and spins him around as silently as he can.
We're homies. We're homies for sure.
And you thought you were here to do crimes.
You're right.
I mean, the worst of it is we're still here to do crime.
No.
A few seconds later,
they probably love us right now.
A few seconds later, the guy walks in and he's like, "Oh, fuck, man. Hey, thanks for." Let's go back to the other screen real quick. Thanks for taking care of the Bloody Reapers for me. They've been hitting everybody in this neighborhood for protection racket for months.
It's
no problem. Thank you for not mentioning us to the cops.
Hey, one good turn deserves another.
I look at Thorn like, shit, we were just here to pick up your bike, but this turned to be way more exciting.
We were here to look at bikes.
Oh, come on. Now I think we're invested with the shop. How can we say no to a bike?
So, you two do this kind of thing normally?
With surprising alarmity. The frequency is to be
excuse me, under normal circumstances I do it on purpose. This time I was minding my business.
Look.
Protection gig. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna let him talk and mention it first.
All right. Now, I'm not dumb enough to think that another gang isn't going to come in and move in and try to set up a racket again in the future. I know how this works. I've been in business a while. However, these guys are bad news. Just straight up bad guys, bad dudes doing bad things and charging bad rates. Like, the next group is not going to be as bad as this one. So I will make a deal with you. I know where their hangout is. If you guys...
Thorn's tail is wagging already.
If you guys make it so that I don't have to deal with these shitbags again, I'll give you any bike in the shop for half price.
I just look at Thorn like, seems fair.
Yeah. That'll do it. Out of curiosity, I point out the one that we were going to steal. How much is that one?
I did just say any bike. All right, yeah, that's one. That's a project that I've been working on. That would normally sell for like 44 grand.
I look at X1, who's the one with the money.
Who's the one currently holding $30,000.
You wanted to do this legit. You want to buy it for 22?
Then like, tell you what. Then we will pay our half now and go kick their ass, and then come pick up the bike later.
All right, I'll deal. Yeah, I'll hold the money, and yeah, you can't take the bike till the job's done. But I'll hold the money, and trust me, nobody else can buy the bike. It's down paymented, and then if you make them disappear, then the bike's yours. And if somehow you come back without making them disappear, I'll just give you the 22 back, or put it in any other bike you want.
For some clarity, when you say make them disappear, do you want us to scare them into not coming back here, or do you want us to?
No, I want them fucking dead.
Pops out their revolvers that they did not use and say, you want them to disappear.
Oh, I want them fucking dead.
Nice.
That's more fun.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you. I look at, what's the shopkeep's name? Or is it Mr. Shopkeep? I don't want to be rude. I was like,
what's your name?
You don't have to give me a name. I just want to know. Be respectful.
We actually never even got his name. So
perfect.
Let's go with Roy Calder.
His name? Oh.
I'm gonna be like, hey, my name is X1. Good to meet you.
Roy Calder.
Roy, good to meet you, Roy.
I hold out my not Wolver hand and I say, Thorn.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, no rush. Do it when you do it. It's fine. Before next Friday is better. Or no, wait. Before next Wednesday is better, because that means that they won't come hit me for protection money again. But yeah, by next Wednesday is better. But you know, you take time, you do it the way you need to do it. I'm not a professional. I'm not getting in the way. And I mean, honestly, executing an entire gang for 22 grand, I'm kind of getting a steal on this. So take whatever time you need. I'm not going to push it.
We got you, mate.
All right.
Sweet.
And yes, Mogwai, I did see the card you played. I've already figured out how I'm going to work it.
Well then, and God, the collision out the door. Out.
And rejoin the rest of the group.
This map does not like you. Okay, yeah. So you rejoin the rest of the group.
Thorn steps out the door with X1 and is like, "Yes, we're on top of the fucking. Where's Grouch? Where did he go?"
Yeah, where's Grouch? He's probably out by the truck. You go outside. The truck is not there. Max Tack is no longer there, and the truck is not there.
I dial my phone very quickly to make sure Grouch didn't just get kidnapped by the police.
Grouch, your phone's ringing.
And it's Thorn.
Yes.
First words out of my mouth when I answer. Are they fucking gone?
Yes, they're okay. Yeah, we were worried you just got arrested, my dude. Don't just vanish on us like that, man.
It was that or get arrested.
That's
I'm
okay.
on my way back.
You got me there.
Give me just a minute.
Okay.
I'll be right there.
He pulls around. You guys go to get into the Humvee. Which one of you is sitting in the back seat? One or both of you? Because you both can't sit
I'll be in the back.
seat. Okay. All right. So you go to open the back door, and holy shit, there's a dead cyber psycho in the back seat.
I open the door. I look. I close the door. I get in the front seat.
So you come walking around the side. X1 is just about to sit in the chair, and as he's opening the door, you're like, no, and you push past him into the. And
No! I'm not gonna. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hog the front seat from you. I pick X1 up and sit in the seat with him in my.
I just look at
Well,
Thorn
they
like,
wanted to do that for a while now anyway.
I mean, there is also that.
Yes, I got that one.
You did.
It's my Lapo the Cyber Psycho. What do you want?
no,
Take
we
your
can
pick.
cuddle, but like, I'm like thinking this is with surprising frequency.
Yeah, just saying.
It can be with more frequency if you want.
Hey, wait,
less
what?
surprise.
Anyway.
I would be the little spoon, but I'm a brick shit house. I might crush you. You pull a thing.
No, I'm used to being the little spoon.
Okay.
Good to know.
And with that, you guys will make it back to Thorn's with a dead body in the car.
Hey, honey, how's it going? Fuck!
And we will take a quick break, and then we will be back with more shenanigans. Why do I write a
Thank
script? 2 hours in, we have not hit a goddamn thing. Why do I write a script? See everybody in a minute. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna roll a die real quick. Okay. I love this campaign.
This is the reason this is the reason for me for the week.
Bacon
At this point, we
soloed
may
a
end up
damn
having a-
cyber psycho. Yeah, it was a tag team effort.
It really
And
really
Skillian,
was.
It was a tag team effort. Bacon and the Humvee.
And chat with all of the juice.
Yeah, well, welcome back. Here we are. So, woo! Come out to the coast. We'll have a few drinks. Have a couple laughs. It'll be fun. Everybody, it is March, and it is the 1st of March, so make sure you go down into the channel points area there and hit the thing that says March contest ticket and get yourself a contest for our merch giveaway. Get yourselves a free ticket for our merch giveaway that we will be doing at the end of the month. He just 10 pointed Steely Dan. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you get the tickets for the contest. We have some new merch. I have a new shirt that I specifically made sure I had done before the end of the month, just in case anybody wanted them when they win their free stuff. It's a little bit targeted content, but this is definitely the correct target for it, the target audience. And that is do you guys remember the early 2000 eat, sleep, whatever else, repeat series of shirts from the the late '80s, early 2010s, whichever? It seems to be a little bit arguable, but the eat, sleep, something, repeat shirts. We have a shirt. If you know the reference, you know the reference. We have a new shirt on the merch store, which is Bury, Protest, Dance, Repeat. And it is available with the logo, with the images and the words on the front, or one with just the images on the front and the words on the back. And it is available in boring basic bitch, black with white text, trans flag colors, rainbow colors, and all of those are on black. And then the progress flag colors, which I couldn't put on black because there is black in the progress flag. So that is on a baby blue or a gray shirt. And then also, because I never do any, I also made a version of the shirt with the bi flag on it. If anybody wants any other specific colorizations, let me know. And also the stickers are available as well. But, I mean, if you really want a mug and you win a mug, I will put it on a mug for you. But, yeah, so this is now on the merch store as well. Also, we have our downtime stickers and t-shirts. And we have the Bacon Just Corpse drinking game glass. And all the rest of the stuff that we had from before.
So how's band practice? So we got paid 10 grand for this job. We got half off of the bike.
Right.
So like we might be out 12 grand for doing the right thing, but we have 30.
But you're out 12 grand of easy money and managing to somehow keep your consciences clear, which in Night City is no easy feat.
Mm-hmm. Keeping our consciences clear, and we're making very close friends with a bike shop owner, which Thorn will definitely keep in touch with.
And I like his style over substance. If everyone likes us, and we're friends with literal rock stars on top of it, we'll be the biggest edge runners Net City has ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, in a long time.
Can you add Roy to my contacts?
Yeah.
List.
Cool. I should do that for the two of you real quick.
And then think about the assholes who don't like us. I mean, we're gonna have so much street rep.
Absolutely.
We're becoming the goddamn A-team.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's a good job if you can get it.
Because Thorn was just thinking about how we've had a few jobs, but only one of them we even put our name to, and we were proud of the job we put our name to. But Thorn was hoping we could probably get some stuff we could actually get some reputation for finally.
Oh, people are talking about us for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's not who you are, it's who you know and who's talking about you. And I feel like a lot of people are talking about us, which kind of why I like Cyberpunk. As nuances that aren't really in other role-playing systems.
Yeah, it is. It is one of those things that is fairly unique to this game in that there's always multiple ways. There's always 8 ways to skin a cat, and one of them is going to be the quickest and the easiest and the cleanest, and one of them is going to be the way that gets you the most rep, and one is going to be the way that makes you the most money, and there ain't no way those 3 overlap. So,
yeah.
Do you want it
So
clean?
it comes down to which one is the most fun.
Yeah. Do you want it clean? Do you want to be known for it? Do you want to make money? And your decisions will affect the outcomes. If you're clean, nobody dies. But you're still living paycheck to paycheck doing the low-end jobs because nobody knows no better. If you're going for the rep, you have some money and everyone knows you, and that's a good and a bad. If you go just for the money, you are going after jobs from less than reputable sources who are not doing their due diligence, and if they are, they're not telling you all of the due diligence because it would cost more then, and you will make money, and people will die.
Hopefully just not us.
Well, I mean, some players would, definitely. So it really just comes down to figuring out what direction what style of play fits the story you're trying to tell. And sometimes there's levels between all of them and how you organize them and what you're trying to do any given moment. And Dice telling a story, just doing it. Yes, I intended for you to see him get shook down. And then, yes, I figured that if you were smart about that, you could use that as an opportunity to try to convince the bike shop owner to do the job. But because of the fight, the narrative changed. Because you had them subdued, when MaxTac walked in, and they didn't have a cyber psycho to beat up, so they needed something to do for fun on the way back to the precinct, they brought those two instead.
Right?
So the only thing I regret is that I didn't get the money that the bike shop owner put in his palm before the police took him.
Yeah.
Because it would have been fucking sick if I could have passed that back to the bike shop owner and been like, here you go.
But yeah, so narrative change based on weird, crazy coincidences that would never be played out the same way. You know, you could play this scenario a dozen times. Does Grouch make it in quicker or not? Does somebody in chat play a Cyber Psycho card? I mean, if chat doesn't play the Cyber Psycho card, Grouch doesn't get a rolling speed bump. If Grouch doesn't get a rolling speed bump, then MaxTac doesn't show up.
Oh yeah.
Because MaxTac shows up to deal with Cyber Psychos. You know, it's so many. We could play that scene out a dozen times and it would never be the same. Does Neon come with you guys? Does that change how you handle the fight? Right? Does Grouch come inside? Does that change how you handle the fight? Like, there are so many ways where that would go different. But, you know, here we are.
Yeah.
Speaking of Neon, though, definitely want to have a conversation with her and the Output Girl since we're all gathered here right now anyway.
Yeah, you guys do that. I have to get rid of the cargo in the Humvee before it starts to stink.
Can I say that on, like, while we were driving in the car with Grouch, we just explained the sitch to him so we don't have to have this conversation twice?
Yeah. He can hear what's going on, and then we can we can make everything else work. And I will grab Neon is there, and Ariel is there, and X1 is there.
Also, before Neon sees, I've taken the glove off because I'm trying to surprise her with me.
Cherry and Dexy. Not that character because they're dead. Not that character because they're dead. Okay.
Yeah, like I said.
Hold on.
Grouch is Hannibal, Neon is Face, Thorn's BA, X1's Murdoch.
I really don't think I'm Hannibal, though.
You're the closest thing to like an old wizened leader.
Also, you have on multiple occasions brought a bunch of bodies to be dissected to a dude.
That Hannibal.
Oh. I don't know who you're talking about then.
We already have the troop kind of filled out. This is good.
Okay, fair.
So when they walk in, are they noticeably like fucked up?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I did not get one hit on me.
Give me a human perception roll.
Okay.
Oh no.
I mean, there's not much that can go wrong here, but roll me another d10 just for shits and giggles.
What is with the nat ones today? God.
Yeah, all night.
Yeah. You meet them down at the car, and X1 and X1 and Thorn get out of the passenger seat, which seems odd, but you know, you can go with it. And
we were just fucking in the front seat. Don't worry.
Yeah, and Grouch is like, yeah, I'll be back. I just need to, you know, get the car washed, and pulls away. And you're like, wow, weird that he would be going to get the car washed right in the middle of not coming up and enjoying band practice. But I mean, that's okay. And so he leaves, and you guys head upstairs, and you know absolutely nothing.
I just jump into Thorn's arms and just like kind of like,
Oh.
Aww.
yeah. hug them and just be like, "Hey, how'd everything go?"
Oh, it went. Come inside.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. I say, getting over the couch.
Wave to the band.
Everybody says hi. Cherry is looking better. She looks a little bit. She still looks like she's moving a little stiff and rigid, but other than that, you wouldn't know that she was, almost killed 4 days ago. And Dexy is just sitting there, blank faced.
I'm gonna tell Thorn that Cherry's looking a bit rigid right now. She's still healing, but don't be overly helping of her. She's Texas pride and all that.
Thorn, as they're walking by, Cherry will just rub their face on her shoulder and rest their chin there for a second before keep continuing walking. Just almost completely nonverbal exchange before getting to the couch.
All right.
So we had a job that we would have wanted to do secretly because we wouldn't want anybody to know. We have exchanged it for a job that as many of you as possible might actually want to participate in, because this could be very good reputation for us.
Okay.
So I'm going to start. So first of all, listen, Neon, listen. I was minding my own business, okay? Let me just
There I was, minding my own business.
My own business. Neon slaps her in the gym. Bullshit.
You see this X button that says doubt on it. It's just
I was.
As you say this, you just look over and you're like, and you see Dexy is just like, bullshit.
And then, but we went into the bike shop. I literally just looked at a guy for half a second longer than he liked me looking at. When your eyes kind of just rest and you just look in a direction and you're not really looking that much at something. It's basically kind of like that situation, but they got all offended about it, I guess. And so these guys, yes, but the point is, it turns out, here's the thing: these guys were shakedown gangers that were shaking down this local business for protection money, which he did not want to give them.
The fucking audacity! We were gonna rob them, and they were trying to rob them before us. Fuck those guys.
We were just standing there, and they came up to us on the streets and told us to give them all of their money because we were looking at them funny. And I warned him to back down, but And also, I think you might be proud of me on this one. I didn't kill a single one of them, actually. For your information.
Oh, they all lived.
True. I tried to kill them, and Thorn said no.
Well, actually,
Thorn's answer to that would be yes, they all survived, because you don't know that the other girl blew up. Because that conversation
I have no idea.
happened.
That's true. I have no idea.
So they all survived,
Look,
and you
they
just
all
go,
survived.
yes, and you think that's accurate. Meanwhile, everyone in the corner is like,
you know what? Sure.
In terms of me dispatching them non-lethally, Neon put a pin in that. Circle back around to that. But at some point, I don't know, I guess the fucking cops were called at some point because of the racket, but we managed to hide before the cops came in, and it turns out those two guys that we knocked out in the shop had warrants out for them, so the cops just took them. And that was the end of the situation. But that bike owner guy was very thankful of us for getting those guys the fuck off his back. Apparently they're called the Bloody Reapers.
Yeah, whoever the fuck those assholes are.
Whoever those guys are.
Neon, yep.
Please roll better than us.
Hey, someone didn't critically fail. They are a smaller gang that generally operate down in Pacifica, which is where the bike shop is, which is where you guys just were. because continuity is important. So they are a smaller street gang that operates down in Pacifica. They are generally known to be a problem, but they're a problem in Pacifica, which means they can't get into the arcology because they're a street gang. So the arcology doesn't care what happens out in Pacifica. So they kind of have, like, for several blocks, they kind of have the run of the place. And they're known to be involved in drugs and protection rackets and prostitution and just not good people.
Oh, yeah. Those guys aren't the best, I've heard.
Yeah, no kidding. So the bike owner said he will give us any bike in that shop for 50% off if we just go get rid of them. And X1 had the money to pay for half of the bike that we were going to steal anyway. So we dispatch those guys. We buy the bike legitimately from him. We bring it to the guy that hired us in the first place. We get a whole fucking ton of reputation for dispatching a very hated gang in the area.
Like all of them at once? The entire gang?
Yeah.
They're very small and they have a hideout nearby, apparently. He said based on my ability to handle the 3 that were in the shop originally, he does not doubt we can do that.
Huh.
But what I was going to say is, initially, if we were going to steal that bike, this would have to be an insanely quiet job that we wouldn't want anybody tagged to. But I point my finger around to the Output Girls. If any of you want to be involved when you're at full mast, and you want to, put some neon in the Output Girl pics on their eyes again, we could be protectors of small business. We could be protectors of sex workers. We could be protectors of small business. We could be anti-asshole gangs in general. We could be known as protectors.
Well, you do like me at full mast.
Put a pin in that too and circle back around to it
That was
later.
the perfect report, and that was the perfect retort. And also, do not put a pin into that. That shit hurts.
Yo.
It won't hurt as much if you angle it the right way. But
That is
anyway.
Just with the
But
popping.
what I'm saying is, obviously not right now. We want to do this, if we do this after, we basically have until next Wednesday. So definitely after the gig. Get rest. Be ready to go. But I put her onto the Output Girls and tag her. If any of you guys want to come with us, when you're hopped up on stage adrenaline and fully healed and whatnot, that could be fun. And the more the merrier if we're taking on a whole gang.
You mean you want us to do the first time, like last time, where we made a show that we went and and watched you kill a bunch of scabs?
We don't have to do it right after the show. We don't have to be like hot off the heels of it.
I just don't want. I don't want to make a precedent of having a bunch of after murder parties. Okay, every time we have a show, the after party is us. So far, both times that we have done a show the last couple weeks has involved a number of deaths after our performances.
Asshole people!
I didn't realize that. To be fair, I didn't put that together.
Look, like I said, the show is Friday. We need to get this done by next Wednesday. We can take some space in between those two. We don't have to be right after the show.
Cherry says, yeah, if we can wait until like Monday, I'll be full fit by then, so that works for me.
I just want one concert where no one dies that night by our hands.
We won't. It'll be fine.
Tell them that.
But yeah, so that's the situation. We already briefed Grouch on that, but he's apparently hit a cyber psycho with his truck on the way there, so he's bringing that to Grim.
What?
It didn't. Nothing happened. He literally hit it with his truck and it died, and that was the end of the encounter.
It really?
It's a corpse.
Some poor kid lost their cyber cycle, got ran over. Yeah, I feel bad for the kid.
He was a she at one point, now it's a corpse. I'm adapting my pronouns. I'm very good at that, if you didn't know that about me.
This is a whole different kind of joke.
Neon has this like defeated look on her face right now. She's kind of
Yeah.
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me this wrong.
Oh, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, they didn't even get a hit in on me.
They usually don't, do they?
Not unless I want them to.
Hmm.
Also, that guy that is alive has a nasty fucking werewolf bite on his neck now, so, you know. Hopefully he'll remember that.
Oh, now I'm just jealous.
they give her the look. So how was your guys' practice?
Well, you know, you're doing okay. We're still working on one of the new songs. It's not coming along as much as I'm hoping it to be. Might have to wait for another concert to really do it, but most of other stuff is working pretty well. We're pretty in sync.
Good. I'm glad. Hey, X1. I hand him a little piece of paper with the location that the bike owner gave us about where he is. You wanna look this up?
I got you. I'll do a dive, see what I can do in the net.
Well, that sucks for the cyber psycho. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that's
Whole thing. But taking a pin out, Thorn pulls out a little box and pushes it towards you on the table.
what's this?
I got something at the place last night.
Really? What? Okay. Just kind of look at.
Do you open the box?
Yeah, she'll kind of look at it and just like, oh, okay, and just kind of take it and open it up.
In one of the box is like split in two. One of the two things Thorn takes out and like has in their hand. It's that glove. The gun, the taser gun, is like handle up, and you notice because Thorn flips over the glove, on the handle of the gun, they got a little painted oak branch on the handle so that it's in the palm of your hand when you hold it, and on the palm of the glove there is a matching like embroidered oak branch, and the specific little tiny oak branch looks like the one that they gave you that you have like in that bracelet of yours.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two little matching taser things, one for them and one for you.
Is this a gun?
It's a taser gun.
Oh. Oh.
And inside, when you take the gun out, there's a little note that just says, "I do believe in you. Don't doubt that."
She kind of blushes and just sort of looks at the gauntlet too, and that thing.
This is a taser glove. They flex it so that it goes bzz, just so you can see. This is what I dispatched them with. I was testing it out.
Oh. What's the... Yeah, I'll put a pin on that.
So many pins.
Thank you.
Of course. I mean, you mentioned you were
The occasion.
hoping to be a little more non-lethal, and, you know, your gun and your sword is nice for, you know, defending yourself in ways that you need to, but I figured maybe having a non-lethal option would be nice. There's 10 cartridges in there, and each cartridge has 2 charges. They're about 5 eddies each if you want to get them refilled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might make things a bit easier.
You can use them at range, or you can use them point blank. But if you're lucky and they're not tough as nails, they'll just pass out. They just go night night for a little bit.
Thank you.
Of course, hon.
Yeah, I'll
They hold their gloved hand out, The electricity is on the back of the hand, so they like hold their glove out to like take your hand.
She kind of gives like a hint of just looking at the glove for a second, and like okay, and then goes and reaches her hand out.
They take your hand and kiss it, and then give it back.
Aww.
I would recommend you keep. Unfortunately, this is a cop tip, but I would recommend you keep whatever you want to instinctually reach for on your hip, and whatever you want to think about reaching for lower on your leg. So maybe the gun lower on your leg and the taser on your hip.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
They're just looking at you, tail wagging like big give me praise eyes.
I reach over and start scratching their head.
And remember, those things, they are way too high voltage to use for, sexy time toys. Don't even try it. It's just going to hurt.
Not with that attitude, Snow.
Somebody's tried it, apparently.
Exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Why are you at the Devil's Sacrament? How do you know that?
You speak from Wesperia's taxi?
That was Ariel.
That was Ariel.
Or Ariel?
Yeah. Because, more than 2 words. Look, all I'm saying is those things, they pack a wallop. So, They're gonna make the body go rigid, but not the way you want.
I mean, I figured that out. Literally, I when I took those 3 out in the shop, I just did one punch, and 2 out of 3 of them were immediately on the ground, and the other one ran because she got the piss scat out of her.
Yeah, there's no joke, no joke.
You're like some kind of One Punch Man.
Blink. Thorn doesn't watch anime.
Yet.
Oh no.
All right.
I think most of us have finished practicing for tonight, but I can stay over if you want.
Of course. And you 3 can keep coming by if you all are planning on just, practicing once a day until the show.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, we will now cut over to Bacon. We'll cut over to Grim, who is going to be pulling up in front of Forsaken. It's what time of day were you guys planning on going to the bike shop?
It was half an hour before closing, so we could scope out the guard, of which we did not do.
Right. So it is nighttime, and the bar is packed with a bunch of really dangerous-looking dudes. Like,
right.
Really heavy chrome, really heavy music, just super violent.
Man, I'd just be chill, and I'd go to the bar, and ask the lady, "Can I speak to the doc?"
Oh yeah, Grandpa. Sure, no problem. You know how to get through. Give me a awareness notice roll, please. You notice that her hand does go under the counter and hit a button under the side of the bar as you head towards the back.
Yep. Always ask first, then head on back.
All right.
Knock on the door. Announce my stuff as always.
You get to the back, and for audience purposes, you see Grim, the gothic cyberdoc with red neon in all of his gear.
Ah, yes. If it's not my old friend,
Grouch.
How we doing, Dr. Grimm?
Oh, just another day above ground. What brings you by? The transplant isn't quite ready yet.
A little bit of side business. There's another incident with overly chromed individual. This one might not be as much fun for you, though.
Well, we'll see. As always, I will do the reclamation, let you know what pieces are available. If you want any of those pizzas, then the normal cleaning fee will be applied. And if you want me to sell them for you, then you will receive the finder's fee.
Of course. Bring the vehicle around. Bring the next erector set in.
As the vehicle pulls into the alley in the back, the cadaver is standing by the door in his full 8-foot form, just staring at you blankly with two mismatched eyes. I have to make a model for Cadaver. This is the second time I've mentioned him and I don't have a model and I feel bad.
Yeah, that's going to be good. And yes, accidentally is now canon. Absolutely.
That's just an easier way to explain shit.
Pretty much.
You open the door and he just reaches in with one hand and grabs the Cyber Psycho, basically kind of like peeling under part of the rent armor where the Humvee, made a hole, and just kind of gets his fingers inside. You hear a slight squishing noise, and just with one hand picks up the body of the probably 400 or 500 pound Cyber Psycho, and just picks it up, pulls it out of the vehicle, thump on the shoulder, and turns back into the bar.
It's like, it's both incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? It's admirable, but also absolutely terrifying that he can do that.
Oh,
but
it's kooky, mysterious, and spooky.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh my god, he's Lurch.
Yeah. It's altogether ooky.
Is there anything else I can do for you today, my old friend?
Yeah. How close are we to the organ being printed?
Oh, still about 3 weeks, I believe.
All right. Well, keep praised, of course, and if anything comes up, do let us know.
Absolutely. I have it in a safe location. They take a while to cook, but it should be fine.
As always, Dr. Grimm, a pleasure to do business.
Indeed. As soon as I have everything figured out, I will let you know what we have available.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Anything else?
Go back to the bar, have a shot, because let's just pull. And then next morning, after I get, cleaned up and all, I think I'll go into the bank district and do that other business.
Okay. In the meantime, as we head back to Thorn's place.
Good timing.
Dun dun dun. Thorn, your phone rings.
Oh,
During brand practice.
I'm about to be perceived. Thorn. If they're like in the middle of a song, we'll just excuse themselves real quick, just to not interrupt the girls. And attempt to they'll open their phone so that they can use the phone's mic, but they'll attempt to take the call in the ears just to test it. Hello?
Hey, Thorn. It's Nevin Blackford.
Hey, what's up, man?
I got done looking at that piece of kit that you dropped off. The other thing you wanted me to do, not ready yet. I'm still waiting on a couple deliveries, but I've got a pretty solid gander at this thing. If you and your crew want to come by, I can try to explain exactly what it is you found.
Oh, right.
No rush. It doesn't have to be right away. I'm just letting you know that I got that coconut cracked open.
Yeah, I definitely want to swing by tonight. Obviously I'm 2 blocks away. I'll just text you when I'm about to head over, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be here all night. Click.
And I'm gonna come back in and just wait until there's a pause in the music.
Okay.
Or chatter.
Yep. Neon, give me another performance roll. Cool. Yep, everything's good. Give me another composition roll. Why not?
Ooh.
Better. Yeah, it's you think you the bridge that was giving you trouble yesterday. You think you figured it out. It's just about ready. You can either add it to the show and have a song that no one's heard before in the set, which is always a big thing. Or you can not add it to the set until your next show and have a little bit more time to try to work through it and make sure that it's really polished.
I'll probably keep it.
Okay.
Make it next time.
Cool. Back to you guys. That was what I needed to say.
It's great, love. Nevin, I say this both to X1 and Neon. Nevin, just got done looking over the Sandevistan and wants me to come by to talk about it.
All right.
I could go with X1 right now and you could keep practicing, or I could wait until you all are well and done. I wouldn't mind either.
I make a bet with you. If the thing is not cursed, I'll pay for the install. But I bet you it's cursed.
I put my hand out. So I kind of look to Neon. Do you want to keep practicing? Or you want us to wait?
I kind of want to see what this looks like. I'm interested to see what the. I'm interested to see what. Yeah.
All right. Then wait for you, I think.
Neon, give me a human perception roll.
God damn.
Anyone?
Now you're gonna make me actually write stuff. Okay.
While they're typing out of character, this is such a... I love this because this is such a perfect time for this to come up. Because if you had asked Thorn before they got in a fight in the bike shop, they most likely actually would have said no, because their humanity was at the highest it has ever been, and Thorn's feeling on top of the world and not so desperate. If you had asked them before they got the dog and those humanity boosts went up, they almost definitely would have said yes, just completely throwing caution to the wind because they're scared. Now they're at a point where they are like perfectly down the middle, conflicted.
That's the best way to tell a story.
And I love that.
So, Neon, while you're having this conversation with Thorn, Dexy reaches out and kind of like puts her hand on your arm.
I just like
She's initiating contact. She's about to have a panic attack.
I nod and say, "Yeah, you can come with." Do you mind if Dexy comes along?
Oh, sure.
And she smiles faintly.
I do not have a great human perception, but I'm gonna work it anyway because IP. Do I clock something?
Yeah, I'm curious too. This has never happened.
The two of you can roll.
But
Maybe so.
17's not bad. 10's not quite as good. X1 isn't sure. Thorn, if you had to guess, you think she might have perked up at the phrase experimental Sandevistan.
Oh. I don't know how to feel about that. They don't say anything. For once in Thorn's life, they managed to clock the tiny little eyebrow raise of Dexy.
Yeah, just once, and it was right now, and this is the one time you almost wish you had. But yeah, that's all you get is at the phrase experimental Sandevistan, she perked up a bit. What exactly that means, you don't know. You can't read her that well.
Sure, yeah, she can come and, look at what I'm thinking of installing or selling. Basically trying to not literally say that this is probably not for you. Without just saying that to her face directly.
Yep.
I don't know if she seems bummed out or not bothered by that. If this is just curiosity, or if she was fixing to,
You see nothing. You got as much as you got your one success for the day on Dexy. That's as much as you can get out of her. All right.
She's just curious.
Yeah. Okay.
So the band finishes up, and you guys head over to Nevin's shop.
I will group my character close to X1 so you can drag us all.
I'm just gonna leave it in this sequence because mostly I'm just expecting us to be in the big head mode.
Knock knock, bark.
Yeah, come on in.
They don't even knock on the door. They say knock knock out loud.
Right.
Hey, bruv. What you got for me?
All right. So in walks Neon and Thorn and Dexy, and I'm assuming X1. Do you want Tagger here?
Is Tagger also curious, or
he's your henchman? If you want him here, he's curious. If you don't want him here, he's just drinking.
I don't want to overwhelm Nevin too much. It's the middle of the night. One new person is enough, and I introduce. This is Dexy, by the way. A friend of Neon's said she was just curious about the kit we found.
All right, yeah, I've got no problem with that. And he walks over and he puts out his hand, and then Dexy just kind of like stares blankly at him for a minute, not raising her hand. And then he just kind of...
She's not touching.
Right.
He says
Right.
hi.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Hi. So anyway, yeah, so just to make sure everybody's up to speed. See, that was a joke because it's a Sandevistan. Just to make sure everybody knows what we're dealing with, a Sandevistan is a spinal enhancement that is designed to affect the rate at which your neural system sends impulses. Doesn't affect the brain because it doesn't actually even connect to the brain at all. It just hooks right to the neural processor as long as you have one. Otherwise, it connects to the brain. But the Sandevistan itself will just connect to the neural processor and sits on top of the spinal column, which causes you to, when you turn it on, gives you a bypass for your spine. And you rig it to certain muscle groups so that you have a so you have a regular speed lane for your neural system, and then you have a high speed lane for your neural system. This means you get to you move much faster. Now, that kind of boost is difficult to regulate and maintain. And once it starts to get any kind of feedback loop to it, it just shuts off. Normally, you're only going to get 15, maybe 20 seconds before it'll detect a off-sync neural signature.
Question.
Yeah.
15 seconds from my perspective or 15 seconds from their perspective?
Oh, it winds up being, it's 15 real seconds, but to you, 15 seconds is a lot longer.
Nice. Because I can take down 5 guys in 12, so
yeah,
I don't need more than that.
So that's what a normal Sandevistan does.
But what does the cursed Sandevistan do?
Well,
It's not, you don't know if it's cursed.
Hey, that's a stupid servant.
He holds
Hence
up
the bet.
he holds up a bunch of fiber optic cable that is like the depth of fishing line. Okay? These are the feelers that normally go to the muscle groups that allow the Sandevistan to allow you to move faster. And he goes and picks up the cables that are attached to the millispec, the military experimental Sandevistan. And instead of looking like fishing line, they look like embroidery floss. Now, I wasn't even sure what these could do in a human body. So I did some muscle tests, acquired, some fresh meat so that I could just do a quick rig up job and, see what twitched.
Like carved
You
meat,
don't
not
want
like people.
Don't ask questions
Yeah,
you don't want
questions.
answers for. So, this is a whole nother level. This, instead of just sending a signal to the muscles, this is designed to allow for a full at thought speed override of muscle tissue. Again, short duration. And I would not trigger this more than like twice a day tops. Like you want your body to cool down for a good 4 hours after you use this. Otherwise, you're literally just going to be snapping muscle tissue off the bone.
Thorn like looks at the braids, like in their hand. They're gonna say something, but they're gonna let you finish talking first.
So you don't want to use it more than like twice a day, and definitely not back to back. You need some time in the middle because this is going to agitate that muscle really hard and really fast. Now, the good news is it looks like the electromagnetic signature is completely shielded and completely balanced. And what I mean by that is the fact that you got a garden hose hooked up to your spinal to your neural network in your spine isn't going to cause any physical debilitation. It's going to be a pretty severe amount of taxing on the body to install it. But once this is in, as long as you're using it responsibly and not, juicing it, 3, 4, 5 times a day, that will kill you quick. As long as you're not doing that, you're fine.
Thorn, you know how sometimes you look at a dog and you can tell that there's no thoughts behind his eyes? Thorn has that look sometimes, but they have this look in their eyes. They're looking at these cords like they may be intercepting the brain cell right now. Like they're connecting some dots, and they're like, and they say, completely out of context, it's one of those things where it probably makes perfect sense in their head, but they just say it out loud like this. They go, it's like autism.
Sure, why not?
Sorry, I have a back home I had a psychology friend. She explained it was something she was in her abnormal psychology class. When you have that condition, they like are trying to explain it, but they're clearly not smart enough to know these terms. And like, there's the connecty cords are like a reasonable amount in a normal person's brain, but then in their brain it's like all the fuck over the place. So all the senses are kind of interconnected, and it's your brain may not actually have enough processing power to process how much information you're getting in, and that's why they get like spazzy. If that's a correct, I don't know if that's a correct term for that.
I mean, that's not terribly off the mark.
Just I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe I might just be being dumb, but I saw dots.
So what you're saying is that this thing is an autism-powered fuck machine?
You could look at it that way. Yeah, this thing will make you, run super fast, jump super high. I mean, what this could physically do to a body is really, almost anyone's guess.
How does the Devastan keep you from not breaking your bones? Because if you're going that fast and you turn your head to the side, wouldn't that just snap your neck?
Oh, when you pinch a nerve.
Well, that's one of the reasons why the Devastan completely encases the spine, because that means it rides all the way up to about your C1, so you don't have to worry about whiplashing yourself.
Oh, so you can't pinch a nerve then. Oh, imagine they look at X1, never having to worry about turning your head too fast ever again.
Imagine being an owl.
I would give so much for that. I don't even care about the speed.
at this point, I realize that Thorn is going to get the implants, and I'm just all like, well, if you want the cursed spine, go for it.
It's not cursed.
Yeah.
It just has autism. Don't conflate the two. That's offensive.
No. What that was, when you use it too much, it kills you. That's the part I was talking about. But you were so stoked on it, you forgot that part, or you keep on not mentioning the part that it will kill me thing.
I mean, is it dangerous if it's misused? Well, yeah, of course, but so is a car or a motorcycle or a gun or a hand grenade. I mean, none of those things are cursed either. It ain't cursed. As a matter of fact, this is some of the best developed tech I've seen in a long time. I install a lot of gently used parts into people that are a lot more dangerous for feedback or individual harm than this.
Neon will kind of raise her robotic arm a second, and I have a question.
All right.
So, are there long-term side effects? By which I mean, we have a friend of ours who was a rigger in the war. He jacks himself up to his truck, and nowadays, because of that, his heart has aged like longer than he is. His heart is about to explode pretty much when you get a replacement. My worry is that, like, are there any long-term effects to this? Because I don't want something like, I don't know, complete nerve damage or something, or...
I mean, those first generation implants that they did back in, 02, 04, 05, they were nowhere near as well developed as even what we have over the counter today, let alone this thing. No, this is not going to cause a stroke. This is not going to cause cerebral palsy. This is not going to cause epilepsy. It's pretty well balanced. As a matter of fact, the shielding that this thing has on it, just to make sure it doesn't create a feedback loop, means that this Sandevistan is quite likely going to be more EMP shielded than, at least 80% of what Thorn's already got in him already. This thing's a hard nut to crack. Took me 4 fucking days to be able to get into its subroutines.
So at the very least, not to worry about in them EMPing Thorn's spine, have him be paralyzed for 5 seconds for however long.
Yeah, very, very unlikely. To be quite honest, they got a better chance of just, shutting down the neural processor than they do of affecting this thing. If somebody can manage to rig in and affect this thing while it's in the body, they got some heavy duty shit.
So, question then, probably one of the more pertinent ones, though I admit I don't know if there's even a way to tell. Would this thing make me more predisposed to getting cyberpsychosis than just, like, in comparison to a regular Sandevistan? Is it more likely? Is it less? Or is it about the same? Is it not even possible to measure that kind of thing? It
is potentially, and I say potentially because every installation affects every installation. Part of it is the gear, part of it is the surgeon, part of it is the host. Everybody responds a little bit different. Is this a heavier weight on the brain than a regular Sandevistan? Yeah, it is. Is it? Do I think it's a dangerous level? Probably not. You're pretty well put together. I'm fairly confident that this would not be enough to take you over the edge. And if you start to think that it is, for any reason, you get a couple weeks in and this thing is making you a little twitchy, you just come back, I'll pull everything back out.
Thorn seems to think about it. You go.
Thorn doesn't see it, but when he says that Thorn looks really put together, she gives Dexy a look.
Thorn seems to think about it. Is their dog in the room, even though he's not like... I'm guessing he's not actively... He's probably like on a workbench or something.
He is currently in the office, and if asked, Nevin will show you where it is. But he kind of has the dog kind of like hidden in a back room in a box so that nobody can find it.
There's a look of like, as if thinking for a second, and she looks over. Hey, not that I'm saying we shouldn't, or that I'm saying that. I mean, Thorn, I know you want this, but just wondering, can we put that Sandevistan in the dog?
No. Thorn whips around and just goes, I'm sorry. I know. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That poor thing. I'm not doing that to him anymore. Well, that is fucked up. That dog did not consent to any of that.
Probably not. But I will tell you that one of the advantages to cybernetic implants or even full-bore conversions on animals is they don't appear to have exactly the same kind of sentience as human beings do. So they adapt different to implants. Like the idea of cyberpsychosis in a cybernetic service animal, it is
unheard of.
Almost entirely unheard of. And when it happens, it's generally either operator error or it's because implants were installed improperly.
Well,
but however, I will add, this is designed to attach to a human brain. So, remember when I said operator error or improper installation? This would kind of be both of those.
Yeah, this thing is already experimental. I don't know if...
I just thought I would ask because, super dog. Like we can have our own crypto.
Well,
and just...
Speaking of the dog, though,
yeah,
not for that, but you said if I push this too much, it can start to potentially, fry my brain or whatever. Dogs do tend to be, in some cases, more aware of what's going on in your body than you are because of how keen their senses are.
That's true. Especially this one, because it's literally wired into your brain.
Yeah, he's wired into my brain. I was thinking about getting this thing installed potentially before I even got him. Would it thereby be even safer? Because if I'm starting to, or not even if I'm starting to feel something, if something is going on that is so subtle that I can't even feel it, he might be able to tell and essentially be able to say, you're overdoing it and to stop.
Yeah.
Potentially?
Yeah, absolutely. He can definitely do, a bioscan's a bioscan. He can do one every 6 seconds, just constantly checking for any neural feedback or, neurophagia of any kind that could be, indicative of a psychotic break.
Mm-hmm. I kind of look at Neon.
That's
trying to see if that was
reasons,
reassuring to her.
That's one of the main reasons to get that biomonitor you put in is if you've got a regular med tech that travels with your group and their equipment has a direct feed the way we set it up for yours, like they'll know before you do that you're starting to get wiggy with it.
Thorn looks at Neon to see if any of that is more reassuring to her because of how worried she was about all this.
Neon, she's trying to understand everything he's saying, but she also has a tech skill of 4, so it's kind of like
you have a tech skill of 4. He is Michael Rooker. There's definitely some communication difficulty.
Well, at the very least, I'm sure Thorn saying the dog can alert me if I'm overdoing it is enough. That's because that's more what I'm thinking she might react to.
She kind of looks at the dog and you and.
Now, if you want him, if you want, Crypto to Wonderhound, I do have some other stuff in the shop that I could, while I'm already replacing some, the body plates with the new tinted chrome, I could potentially, work in a little bit of extra work.
I mean, he's pretty fucking deadly as is.
I know, right?
I mean, it's a cop dog.
Those teeth.
And hell, I'm adding horns to it, so it essentially has a, non-lethal attack as well.
All you need to do now is have it shoot out shurikens and lightning.
I can definitely do the shurikens. I need to check about the lightning.
At the end of the day, I've said my piece about it. But if you believe you can handle it, and you have, Krampus looking out for you, I mean, then I'm not going to stop you.
You know me well enough at this point to know that I am a person of very carefully calculated risk. Like, yes, I do things that to a normal person would be insanely dangerous and possibly life-threatening, but I am so unbelievably careful about everything that, for me, I mean, it's no different than walking a tightrope with a net under me,
I know. I'm just. I guess I just worry about wrecking the boat, and I'm scared to lose you.
I know.
But if this is what you want, then I'm not gonna. Like I said, I'm not gonna say no. I've said what I wanted to say, and now that we have this dog, it does ease some. Like there is some way of monitoring your levels more than just eyeballing it.
All right. Now,
hell, he can alert me, and if I'm not listening, he can alert you.
There is one thing to consider when you want to get this in. You can do it fast, and I can run everything, finish the surgery in 2 hours. You can, have a day of recovery and probably be up and running. But that's going to put a lot more of a toll on your system because you won't have had time to adjust. Or we can do it slow, and I can take about 4.5, 5 hours to really get in there, do as little damage to the body as we can, make sure that everything's grounded properly, do a couple tests before you even start moving, and then put you into a recovery vat for probably 5 or 6 days. And you'll be out of commission for a little bit, but it's a lot less strain on the body if you take your time.
How much is all this?
Well, you got the expensive part already. If you want me to do the job quick and dirty, I've got all the tools I need. I have a brand new mouth guard, never even been used yet. And that'll be probably €600. If you want to take a week, if you want me to do the long surgery and then do the recovery afterwards, which will include all the adaptogens, make sure that the body doesn't have a chance to reject anything, actually do like a full clinic job on it. You're looking at the surgery is going to be about $1,000, and the recovery time afterwards is probably about, it should be $2,000, but I can do it for $1,500. So about
Right. 'cause
$2,500.
I remember the first time you quoted me, it was about 2,500 for the whole round.
Yeah.
If you do this, I want you to take the slow route.
No, that's what I was thinking. I'm more just mathing out what our schedule is looking like.
Don't worry about me.
Now there's two different ways we can do this. I can do it, whenever you want. This isn't on any timetable, so I can do this anytime you want. I can do this so that you and Grouch are both under the knife and in recovery at the same time. Basically, do one surgery one day, one the next, and both of you are laid up in his and their slumber chambers for 5 days while we get the bodies all adjusted out. Or we can do one and get one person up and right, and then do the other one afterwards. I'm okay with doing it either way. I just know that from what I heard, you guys still need like another week or two on his ticker anyway.
Yeah.
Is there like a bundle deal for that? If there's like a 2-for-1 sale, they put two people on the knife at once.
You know what? I will find out when I go to rent the tanks. If I can get a bulk rate, I will. I mean, I'm not charging you anything to use those tanks anyway. I'm just charging you what they charge me. So if they charge me less, then I will charge you less.
So Neon, when is the charity concert for Grouch?
When is that again?
The last
Because the one I'm doing right now is just a show, right? It's not
right.
a charity show. It's just a.
This isn't the charity show yet. This is a regular show. The last you had heard from Nalani was she doesn't have the exact date yet. She's still trying to work out the best possible venue, but she is aiming for something probably the 24th through like the weekend of the 24th, 25th, 26th is what she's trying for.
Well,
January?
Yes.
Well, we have a concert on the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
We are planning to do that job on the 13th, but could get it done anytime by the 15th. 14th is the full moon, and I definitely want to be fully refreshed before any of that. That leaves basically the 16th to 23rd completely open for recovery time before Grouch's little charity event. And
as much as I always love having you there, if you need to miss a show, I can always. I know some people.
I only like a tiny bit considered it, but the job that we have to do to deal with those blood reapers is going to happen after the show no matter what. So, and I definitely need to be there for that. So there's not really even a point in me missing the show if I'm going to have to be up anyway.
All right.
Take care of your spine, and Grouch needs to take care of her. Don't worry about the blood reapers. We can do something else with them.
So should we?
No,
wait
I'm killing those.
February?
You can't stop me.
Should we wait till February then? Till next month?
Oh no, I mean like the 16th to 23rd of January is a full week. We have nothing going on. So literally, I wait a week, and by then Grouch's heart will be fixed. By then Krampus will be ready. We can both go under, plan absolutely nothing for that block of time, and then I'll be fresh and ready to go by his charity event.
And then
I'm sure you might have another. You may have another gig that weekend, but hopefully it's either a low key thing, or I mean, maybe you could just call off one weekend for Nailani on the pinky promise that I'm about to be really fucking sick as a god if she lets you.
Maybe, yeah. All right.
If you want to be if you want to give us the best kind of turnaround and make sure I'm fresh as fuck, I mean, Wednesday or Thursday would be the best surgery date if we wanted to do this. I kind of look at Nevin, see if that's good for him.
Yeah, I got no problems with that.
Do you have any other customers?
Yeah. I just try really hard to make sure my customers don't see each other. Because I never know if they're going to pull iron on each other or not.
Yeah, fair play, too.
Fair.
You know, it's like a tattoo parlor that deals with multiple motorcycle clubs. You got to make sure you schedule different clubs on different days. Otherwise, your parking lot's just going to look like Beirut.
I guess that's fair.
I'd say I would want to plan it for Wednesday because that would be right after the full moon, and like I said, I'd be fresh as fuck. If for some reason the job that we're thinking of doing Monday cannot happen until Wednesday, I'll push it a day, but I'd say most likely 15th.
So you want to transform onto the full moon?
Like bite in your general direction.
All right.
Just saying, if you're worried about empathy and brain stuff going on in my head, that my little ritual resets my brain. It's like turning a computer off and on again before doing any work on it.
I'm aware.
All right.
At some point, I'll grouch up and be like, "Hey, surgery buddies."
Oh, you want both of them done at the same time, though. I mean, he might not. That heart might not be ready by the 16th.
Oh.
If you want to. If you want to do them both at the same time, I mean, I can make that work, but that means you're waiting on whenever his bios are done.
I mean, they don't have to be the same time. I just think having a little overlap will, make it efficient.
Yeah.
As long as I'm out by, before whatever the charity concert is, him not being at the charity concert won't be suspicious because, hospital.
Generally, you probably want to have him there, actually, because it's going to look better that way.
Well, we'll see how it all works out then.
Yep. All right.
Thank you, Nevin.
And with that, we can bounce up to the show date, and you are.
Was it Wednesday? And then was it Wednesday today when I was talking to Nevin, or was it Thursday?
It's
the 9th.
Probably Thursday. Your show tonight is at a bar called The Grind. It is not the biggest bar in the area, but it is one that the band kind of cycles back around to on a fairly regular basis because it is specifically a trans bar. So for a fact that it's like this is like your oldest original, like most core audience is always going to be at this place. So anytime that you get billed for here, it winds up being basically their biggest show of the month, and it becomes a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody roll me a d6.
I did it.
We will go with boop. And
I imagine after all that, Dexy pulls that guy aside and goes, "So, what were those tests like?"
no, I hit the wrong button. Don't show yet. Go back. How terribly stereotypical should I be?
I mean,
Should I bother
sure.
trying to be original or fuck it? Let's go with.
Why start now?
What, exactly right? Why bother trying to care? And with that, on to the show. All right. Yeah, I can have Strider there. I mean, it's a show. Thorn, where do you want to be? I'm moving you across to the front of the room, but you can be anywhere you want to be. And this is the moment where everyone else tells me that their characters aren't here.
Sorry, I had to reload my page to make it cooperate, so just give me a
that
second.
happens.
And I'll place myself.
I've only done that once.
PCs. Like, I started putting down the PCs and then got distracted by putting in the band and then forgot that I didn't get back to the... No, Grouch should be here, right? There's so many players. Like, there's so many people on the board, I can't tell.
I don't see Grouch.
Well, I just dropped another Grouch, so I'm almost positive there's a Grouch.
There's at least one.
There we go. There is a Grouch.
There are two Grouches.
There's one Grouch. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll be right
And then there will be an next one. All right.
Hmm.
So, where is Thorn?
Right here. Just looking out, human perception, making sure nobody's acting funny.
All right. You see during the show, and like checking everything out beforehand, you see there's a number of piranhas here. Not all surprise. It's a big show, especially with the Output Girls getting a lot of news recently. Like, this place is even more packed than you would have expected. But anytime there's a good show or a good party, the piranhas show up. So there's a bunch of piranhas in the audience. There are a bunch of the same, club hoppers and barflies that you would normally expect to see anywhere. Yep.
If I see piranhas, I'll specifically give them some because exotic friends, just give them some friendly body language.
Yeah, and then there are a number of the zoo crew here that are partying as well. There's Lizard Boy. There's a Netrunner that hangs out with the zoo crew, who is a anthropomorphized horse named Cyberhoof. There's and that one wasn't mine. Legitimately, I got handed the image and said, "Make this a character."
Watch a fight break out. Watch him get vaporized.
There's another one here that no, not again.
Oh no!
There's
You gotta go befriend him now.
her in this case, actually, because the original art was for a female VTuber, so I kept this version of the character also a her. This one over here is a lizard named Sally.
Who's the Borderlands character?
A stand-in at the door, because I don't have the character that I want. Which is, and having played here before, that for a fact that she is trans, because all the staff here are. And she is 6'4" and probably about 3 feet across at the shoulders. She is a very big girl named Sam.
It's the Borderlands character.
Yeah, and that's what we're using for the Borderlands character for right now. And then the gentleman in the top hat and tuxedo, which is a Philharmonic vampire model, is a stand-in for the twink bartender named Adrian.
Is the Marilyn Monroe also trans in this?
Perhaps, or maybe she just enjoys the music. It's tough to tell. Like you know she's not a regular around here, but that also doesn't necessarily mean anything. But you do know that you recognize the regulars. But at this point, that's only about half of the regular crowd, and this place is literally packed to capacity. Like, there is a waiting line of like 40 people out front of the bar when your set starts. They just can't fit everybody in.
So, yeah, Thorn is going to keep an eye out, friendly body language to any exotics, and literally anytime it seems like no trouble is going on, they are going to be flirting with this twink.
Okay.
Every spare second.
Oh, not the giant woman?
Thorn has a variety of tastes. I can mix it up every once in a while.
Well, one woman in this room who could actually pick you up.
I love the animation that he did on this shot for the smoke machine on the stage, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Because I didn't do that.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's part of the part of just the layers that Solution put on this file. Solution does such good work. If anybody needs maps, drive through or his Patreon. I'm pretty sure it's his Patreon. Definitely amazing artwork. All right, Neon, give me a performance roll with your charismatic leadership bonus.
Okay. So roll performance?
Yes.
Or roll charismatic leadership?
Either one, and apply the other one as a bonus, because there's no way to stack them together yet.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
That's a 6, and then the one, and it's the performance is 6. Charismatic leadership is 7. And a bullseye was Plowed.
Yeah, I was going to get that on that one. Okay, so that means we're looking at 36. Yeah, everybody is going insane. Like, you have the entire place is up and bouncing and going crazy. Meanwhile, there's also like you can see occasionally when the door opens that like the entire outside area of the bar or the club that you're at, like the sidewalk is shut down, that street is shut down, like there is another bar outside there's another club outside the club that is currently going crazy.
Nice.
We're gonna need to get bigger locations.
Yeah, you are.
At some point during the perform after like was in between songs, she just kind of shouts out to Cyberhoof, just like, "I love your mane."
She just flips back and forth and goes crazy. Thorn, give me an awareness notice.
Good enough, I hope.
Unusual characters that you see in the bar. None of them appear to be a threat, but yeah, you have a Marilyn Monroe walking around. Might be a personality, might be a Willow. You're not sure. Also, I bet you I didn't drop that one. Also of interest is, I did drop it because now that I dropped it, I can find the other one. This woman here. She is not carrying that gun, but she is dressed exactly like that. And give me a streetwise roll.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Anybody else that isn't on stage that wants to be scoping the crowd can also do an awareness roll, and if your total is a 14 or better, you can also do the streetwise after that. That is one of the Satin Doll lieutenants named Jane.
Oh. Okay. If she ever does make eye contact with Thorn, they might kind of give her a little friendly wave.
She gives you the can tell you're working nod, so you know that she's not there to be a problem. She's just actually there to enjoy the show.
Mm-hmm.
So go on to your twink discussion.
Seduce me. I wonder, should I role play out trying to seduce this guy, or should I not detract from Jenny's role playing here and just say I rolled seduction?
Whichever you are more comfortable playing, you can play how you want to play. I'm ready to roll either way.
I say something T for T sexy. I say, wow, you have really big hands. It's Niagara Falls down there for him already.
Give me a seduction roll.
Do you like word-based board games?
17.
And he as you walk over and are like complimenting, he's like, yeah, I know, right? I mean, I got some new stuff that I'm working with, and like they kind of swelled up a little bit. So I mean, but everything's and he like kind of looks around a little sheepishly, like trying to make sure that like no one's watching the conversation you're having, and then he like kind of like leans over and he was like, and the forearms were like really corded, like, come here, touch this right here, this spot right here, and like as you do, you can feel that like he turns and flex, and you can like feel the muscle like literally ripple a little bit under the skin, and he's like, that's not cybernetics or anything, that's just coming up.
Aw, he info dumps when he gets flustered. I can't not fuck him.
Yeah. Is it actually a vampire, or is it?
No, I'm just again
a stand-in?
that one's just a stand-in model.
They feel it and they're like, oh, that's a sexy trick.
Yeah.
He's so cute. I need to take him out back after this.
And Neon, give me a second roll for your second song, which also you have a auto crit on.
Another bullseye.
Yep.
25. So another 6, and another.
So a 41. In the middle of another legendary performance, while you
put a whole kick into it.
While you are talking to the bartender, you see this individual walk up to
Oh, I know her.
Yeah. And she walks up to the bar and she looks at the bartender and she goes, vodka and cranberry juice, and then turns towards Thorn and is like, oh, hi.
Do I recognize her?
You saw her once in the middle of the fight with the Red Chrome Legion. She was the sniper on the roof that shot off one of their heads and then winked down and disappeared back off the ledge. And you were like, no, wait, come back.
You were that tease on the ledge.
Ew. Jeez.
What are you
Yeah. How'd the rest of that go?
Oh, they're all dead. Well, except one of them.
Good. Well, I mean, nobody's perfect. Usually.
I mean, you left right before the real fun started. A cyber psycho came out right after them.
Oh, really?
And he's also dead.
Good thing. I mean, shame when that happens, but they are no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, and she puts out her hand. Eris.
Thorn, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you for protecting my girl, by the way.
No problem.
Just turning in.
Yeah, I happened to see the show, and then, was just kind of hanging out back, and lo and behold, things went sideways.
As they do when Nazis show up.
Yeah, but at least those won't be showing up anymore.
Mm-hmm. Hoping the rest of their gang doesn't try and bail him out, because a move that bold, that's gonna get him in trouble.
Well, unfortunately, there's a ton of them, but you weed them down every once in a while, and just keep them from growing beyond their borders, and you do what you can.
Well, unfortunately for them, the girl that they tried to kill, I gestured at Cherry, is already on stage doing legendary performances, so...
Nice! I'm glad everything worked out for the best.
Me too. Well, you enjoy the show, and when the songs are in between, I point to the bartender who's at the other end of the bar. Don't hog him, I am about to take him out back after this. And I get back to my work.
All right. And actually, as you say that, she goes, oh, so you and Neon, you're not limited then?
As soon I'm about to walk away, she says, "You're not limited." They turn around and they go, "No."
Turn around so fast, they go, "Oh, fuck, Sandeviston's not there yet. God damn it."
No, absolutely not. We're both quite good at sharing, actually.
Oh. Well, that's good to know.
You asking for my sake, or are you asking for on her account?
Let's say right now my interest is more with you.
Oh. So, the twink has walked away, switching sides. I'll get his number. It's okay.
You're so cute. I have to take you out back during a break. Eris walks up. On second thought, that's a rain check.
I'll get her after the show. I'll get him during the break.
There you go.
I'm an efficient person. Pen you in for my schedule.
Gotta keep everything timed out. Okay, and Neon, give me a third. Your closer song, not necessarily your encore, but the end of your set. Okay. 31. Again.
Damn.
That's 2 30s and a 40. You finish the set. Everyone is going insane. From where X1 and Grouch and Strider are, you can see that literally that people are just like on the front windows of the bar, and like the entire building is echoing because there's like easily 100 people outside just slapping on the windows of the bar, having enjoyed the show from the parking lot.
It's like a zombie apocalypse out there tonight.
You need a bigger venue. The kids, they all right.
I love those, Morgoth. Oh, those are so good.
Neon's doing legendary performances. Grouch is having a lovely time. X1 is dancing. Thorn is juggling twinks and girls with guns.
Fear the Beard still.
We're all having a grand time today.
Fear the Beard still streams. Nice.
Yeah, I love Fear the Beard.
Cool. All right. Is Neon going to give them a encore performance or not?
No, I mean I'll keep up the train going. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's going to be one last roll for
Another crit. Apparently.
Apparently.
Okay.
And the +1 for Morgoth.
+1 for me too, so
it's over.
a crit and +2.
Yeah, we party.
Can we get it to 50? Pat? Can we get it to 50?
You can't, because you can't blow up a blown up die. So I actually have to refund the bullseye because it can't apply to that roll.
Luck points. How many luck points do you have?
I think you have to declare those beforehand.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but in this case, it's the last roll of the night, so I will just throw them in there anyway. So that's 42 plus your 6.
Damn, girl.
So 48. So that's
second time in a row where the encore has critted.
Has critted on its own. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Sick.
So that is some crazy shit. Yeah, and people just absolutely lose their minds, go insane. It is a performance that will be recorded, be in the scream sheets tomorrow night of the club you had to be at last night. And once again, Neon Jubilee and the Output Girls get a ton of impressive press out of putting on a killer performance.
Even though Neon's the one that's out there singing all the pop music, Thorn's the one who's just like, you ever tried this one?
You shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. Neon puts on a performance for the ages. Meanwhile, Thorn with an entirely different performance. Please give me a seduction roll followed by a body type check for endurance, and you want to roll below your below your body type.
Okay.
All right. So that's
Big
a
rolls.
26 on that, and now just roll under an 8. I smell a -1 coming.
Under a 9.
Fair enough.
Oh wait, no, wait, crap. Hang on. Wait, refund that. Hang on, that was the wrong one.
We'll worry about it later. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll do it that way. It still works. We know what you meant. There we go. Meanwhile, our friendly neighborhood twink needs to roll a 4 or lower, and
and just barely. Good job,
break.
buddy.
Yay!
Oh, what if I wanted to break him?
Well, then you should have played a -1 on, or you should have played a +1 on him. And that will be the end of our session for tonight. And
can I make sure to get Eris's number?
Yeah.
For later.
Done and done.
In my content.
Chat, you get to decide who you want to give a fate point to. Do you give it to Bacon for successfully not dying again? Do you give it to...
Don't do it, chat.
Do you give it to Morgoth for some on-point support? Do you give it to Sunburst for attempting to break a twink? Or do you give it to Neon for a 30, 30, 40, damn near close to 50 performance? And so now is not the time to play a gang war as the crowd goes wild. Bacon for one shot.
Well, sometimes people get a little rowdy. It's like after a baseball game.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
I mean, I'm from Philly. We know about rioting when we win. So, also there has been an inspiration strikes played for Bacon, and there has been one played for Grouch. So that's 2, and there's been one played for Thorn, and there were 2 played for GM's choice. So I will. So there was one played for, 2 played for GM's choice. So that will be Neon and X1. So everyone will get a D6 inspiration, and Grouch will get 2d6.
Thank you.
5. I want to put 5 into human perception. Honestly, if I have any free floating numbers, I don't know if I have any other ones or not. But I kind of want to put all in human perception because I think it's weird that I don't have that.
Okay.
Have anything learned in that.
That's
I want to try
reasonable.
and buff that up at least a couple points if I can.
Dump mine into seduction because I want to get that to 10 again.
Okay. That will get you to 1 point in human perception before we add any further rolls from this week or last week, because I haven't done that update yet.
Okay.
So you do have at least one level of human perception. Thorn is throwing 5 into seduction, and X1, you're 3.
Interface.
Smart play. And Grouch.
Let me check my thing here real quick.
Okay. Not what the button I wanted to
And
hit.
it was 7 though.
And then there was a fate point purchased for Neon, regardless of the result.
Push the 7 into my...
You don't have to go all into 1 if you want to split it around.
Give me the 7 in the awareness notice.
Okay. Okay, doke. It is done. And then we just need our closing talky bits, and then I will assign the chat fate, and then we're good to go for the night. Grouch isn't paranoid. People are trying to kill him. People aren't trying to kill him, just the GM.
Huh?
All models in this game built with Hero Forge. Each player built their own models. All of the models shown in the series can be found in the Hero Forge community by Hero Forge subscribers by searching for the 2025 tag.
Maps used in the series are Isolation, Chepaku, BD Cyber, Frag Maps, and the R. Talsorian Games website.
Music played during the show is from artists such as Tabletop Audio, Karl Casey at Whiteback, Neon Shudder, Kenshiro Plus, Gregorio Franco, Mangadrive, Quine, and See Thomas Howl.
Please check out this and other shows at twitch.tv/singlestepgaming, at youtube.com/@ the ampersand is still important, Single Step Gaming, on bluesky.com at Single Step Gaming, and check out our merch store for fun campaign-related merchandise. Head over to singlestepgaming-shop.fourthwall.com. And please remember, folks, Twitch subs do get, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, yeah. Discounts on the merchandise. Cheers.
All right. Once again, a legendary performance is not good enough to get you a fate point. It will go to Bacon. And tough room, man. And that's going to be it for tonight. Jerica, do you know the next time you were streaming?
Probably maybe around Tuesday or something like that. I'm still trying to finish Final Fantasy mostly.
Oh, cool. I just figured you'd be all up there, monster hunting at this point.
I mean, I am. I'm probably doing a lot of that more off stream, but I just want to. Final Fantasy. I need to finish that.
Fair.
I'm near the end.
All right.
Ish.
And
another 30 hours.
Another 30 hours. If you enjoyed this and want to see any more of these faces, Morgoth and I will be back tomorrow. Probably not video, probably just audio, but we will be doing Q&A for Daggerheart because he will be running a Daggerheart campaign on the channel soon. We'll be talking about that tomorrow, as well as doing the prizes for February. We will be back on Monday, where Jerica will be tormenting us, and I will be playing a Goblin Bombardier Wizard. And Sunburst, who are you currently playing over there?
The not Desi.
The not Desi, right.
Mhm.
And
The Asimar to be named.
and then on Tuesday, we will have our Light and Darkness campaign. Wednesday, we are temporarily off, although that is subject to change and will be a Blades in the Dark campaign very soon. And then Thursday, we are off because we just finished Morden's campaign. And then next Friday, we will be back with small packages. And then Saturday, back around for here. So everybody, thank you very much for... What?
How long did that campaign take? Infected Spirits. Was that 2 years?
It was just over 2 years. Yeah.
Nice.
2 years and 3 different rule sets. Because we started with 5e, and then the OGL debacle hit, and we all went, "Fuck this! We're going to Pathfinder." And we did it. So we did season 2 in Pathfinder, and then we did season 3 back in Simulacrum. So it was like 2.25 years, 3 different rule sets.
Given the nature of that campaign, about how you're constantly changing characters and classes and stuff, like that makes sense. So you're also changing rule sets every couple years.
Yeah, and honestly, it just, we timed it well that it lined up with when the game that was being played in the story between the powerful creatures, where like each time the game got reset was when the rules changed. So it's almost like, just imagine that we were cards in a deck of cards at a local poker night, and whoever was the dealer was calling what flavor of poker was being played that round. Like, that's how it felt when the rules changed each time. Like, next dealer comes up and they're like, "All right, so now Pathfinder." Yeah, so that was that. And so I might actually be off 2 nights this week. Yay! But everybody, thank you very much for being here. I need to get these people out. Thank you. Good night. Enjoy yourselves, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, folks.
Bye.